Good morning. Good morning. We should be live any second. I'm just about to put the contracts to watch. Good morning. We should be live any second. How is everybody doing today? What a morning, huh? I couldn't believe my eyes when I was watching. Tesla, and boy, did that thing take off! And listening to Kush this morning, it's pretty exciting, you know. All right, let's see. 519. I'm doing the contracts for Tesla. Okay, Tesla will be, just added a second ago. Let's see, Tesla. 175, 172.50. 175, 172.50. Is 175 on the call, and the put would be 172.50 if you're watching Tesla. That's Friday's date. And then we have, let me put zeros in here, looks better. 0.00. Okay. Okay, then we have SPX. SPX. I just did that one on mine. Should remember. Let's see. That was 41.30 and 41.35. So I got, let's see. All right, call is 41.35 and your put is 41.30, and then you have the SPY. Those are both today for SPY and SPX, SPY. And let's see, your SPY's at 412, so your call would be at 413, and let's see, 413.00, and put would be at 412. Easy ones. Like the only ones you got to think about is things like Tesla that end on like 250, like 150, 157.50, 160. There are even some that on Wednesdays that actually go on different days. All right, and there's our contracts. All right, contracts 519, Tesla 175, call 172.50, SPX. SPX and SPY are today's contracts. All right, I just need to announce real quick that we are live. Let me just do one other thing too. Let me just open up the YouTube room. Control V. I had to do my monitors back. I don't know if you guys remember, but a ways back, I always had my SPY up there and then down here, but I didn't like the way the bottom monitor looked. I had to put it back on top. So temporarily, until I can get a connection cord, so I can just change the cords, which I can't do at this moment, I will have to go back to the old method of looking up. And what happened to my SPY? Just disappeared on me. Nice. Okay. Come on. All right, so we go back across. Where'd it go? There it is. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that. It's all correct. You know, this morning I put in a lower target, and it was over $1 away, and it hit my target and then came back this morning. So I left it there just to show you. In the morning, boom, 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 it hit here. And let's see. I think it hit again. Boy, that looks like a lot of space in between. All right, but it did hit this morning. So if I go on to, let's say, a 3 minute, it should show me most of my day. There you go. So here, I had the lower target. I put it in at the beginning of the day, and it hit. And I did put a second lower, which it got close. I think I put 410.50, which it didn't hit, and then it came all the way back here. I'm going to leave this on 3 minutes for right now. All right, while I just grab something to drink. That is so good. I never ate my banana. All right, and why is my chat room so low? Some messages, live chat. Okay, and let me just put in here. Good morning. Depending where you are, good morning, good afternoon. All right, and there's 13 people there. I just want to welcome all those in YouTube. Going back to Tradecaster, where we do it right. It was nice. I was watching Deck. I still haven't traded today or yesterday. I'm still waiting for some money to change back over. So I will not be live trading today. Maybe tomorrow. I may put some money in there, move it back over. I was mangling my funds a little in different directions because of some occurrences. All right. And well, I know what I wanted to do, just to let everybody in Deck's room know that I am live. Okay. Yeah, I know he announced it. He's live now. I am live. I enjoy it. It was my first day back yesterday, and it felt good. You know, I had a good day hanging out with you guys. Oh, shoot. I think you guys did too. Okay, there's that one. And let me just check one other thing real quick. I know. Has anybody in here heard anything from Juan's trades? I have not seen him around, at all. I've been asking around too, and nobody seems to know where he is. Has anybody heard from him or seen him? Is he okay? I'm gonna have to talk to Deck. I just don't know where he is. Hold on. I've not. Even AK wrote me. He says he doesn't know where he is. I miss him. He's a good guy, and I like the fact that he does a good job. He really does. So I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to check and see if I have his number. Give him a call. I'm just that kind of guy. I do that. I check up on people where other people don't care or whatever their reasons are. Let's see. Let's see how many people hanging in Cush's room real quick, and then I'll get going here. We're not moving right now, and everything seems to be slowed down. I don't know because it was Biden talking. What was going on there? I don't know. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. I announced myself in all rooms. I'm going to leave decks open so I can go back and forth. You can do that. You can keep multiple rooms open at one time. All right. I'm going to put that on tag and this one here on tag so I don't hear noises. Okay. Looking good. You know what? My internet's been good lately. I haven't been flipped off. I was doing eBay in between this morning and what was going on. I have an eBay account. I just got it up to about 158 items in there. I make good money. I'm making almost between $500 and $1,000 every single month, just for maybe an hour or two a week. The biggest part is just listing, making a package, making sure it gets there. Okay, what was I going to do? I'm looking here. I love this that the high definition's working. I love now having this thing back down here. My bigger one is with my spies up there now. That's the problem. But I can see it. I just have to pick my head up. Unless I want to put it here. I can't change it. It's too bad. I just can't do it. All right. Anybody else watching anything else today? Let me go check the scanners real quick. I like to do that once in a while to see what stocks are moving. What I can do is, just so you can see it also, I can detach that. Let's see. There it is. I got to lift my head up. I have it set. I always like to put it about 5 minutes. 4 on 10, 70, 45,000 on a busy day. And you can see it's a busy day. So let's even go 50,000. Just a little bit more. Weed out a few of the other 50,000. Oh, come on. 2. There you go. Come on. Come on. There we go. And we got it from high to low. So, top stocks. I'll make sure you can see the whole thing too. Let me just move a little bit. There. I don't know if that's IMMP. It is. It's IMMP. You can see this one opened $1.86 at 268. It's still up there. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to put IMMP in my watch list. Then we got ISLQ2. Yeah, it's only about 30, 40 cents. Not really much. This one here, TSAP. It's a lot of volume, but then here, I don't do penny stocks. I mean, you're welcome to jot them down if you want. See, 65 to 85, 60 to 80, 220, 273. That's IONQ-WS. That is a warrant. So we don't actually do warrants. We would do IONQ, and it's probably in there somewhere. So IONQ, the stock, I don't know how that's doing. You'd have to check it. Somebody wants to go check it. I'm not going to go in there right now. This one here, here. You can see it's pretty slow today. Right here, there's a good one right there. ZZ, wow, what the heck is that? Test? I have no idea what that is. ZVZZT. Did anybody ever hear of that? I'm going to put that in there because I've never seen it. ZZTT. Z, oh, ZVZZT. We'll check it out in a few seconds. And I'll bring them up on the, all right, what else do we got? I can put this back now to trade. Okay, that's good. And here, that's nothing. Always look at the open and look where we're at. Look at the open and the high and the last, those three. And if there's a big deal like here, that's a big deal. So that's worth watching. Another thing is, I have the RSI, but they're not shortable. See, anytime there's a black, that's not shortable. And if it was shortable, there's no others in here. If there's no others, then I can bring this down a little bit. Let's bring it to 40,000. I thought it was more busy. Hold on. I can't see it all. So what I want to do is do this. Okay. There we go. And I can rescan it. 40,000. Now I have nope. I have just a few more stocks, not many. Here's your bottom. And it's still hard to low. 80, 80, 70, 140. There's really not much going on here. You know, there's really, I'm 86. It's the only one is the IMMP. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay. And just to see real quick, I can open up my watch list. Is this one in red? I'm going to have to change that. I don't think it is. I can't see it. Hold on one second. Let's make sure this is red. And make sure, oh, that one's unlinked. Okay. Let's go to the IMMP. I want to check that out for a second because SPY is not moving at the moment. So let's go. Where was IMMP? Let me just open this up a little bit. There you go. IMMP. Let's put it in alphabetical order. CFG, F. I know I put them in here. Where'd it go? That is so weird. It's not in here? I wonder if my watch list is in, that's why. Okay, let's see if this is in red. I don't want that. I can't see it. Where the heck is it? It should say watch list, my default. That's it. It's over here somewhere. I'll fix all this. Shit. I don't want that. Personal, we want my default. And I don't see it. That's weird. Probably in front of me. I can't see the colors. Percentage change, volume. Here we go. Red. That should bring it. Anybody see the IMMP? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, here it is. Okay. Wow. There it is. And it is going up. I guess you guys were ahead of me anyway. All right. So there's IMMP. 1210 shares rise 51% after elite lung cancer trial. That is good news. Wow. It's not shortable. I don't see, it's not shortable at the moment. The shorts are probably gone. It's moving right now. This got a lot of volume going through it. Let's see. Does anybody put it on the board? No. SPY, thank you. It's been a bit. 17. Okay, let's do this. I can't get into it. Nobody put it in up there. IMMP. P. All right, just so I can open up the Yahoo Finance. Wish some of you guys could talk back, you know. Okay, it's got, right now, statistics shows it's got an 83 million float, so it's large. But it usually does 95,000 shares a day, and it's already done 23 million. So it's enough to move the stock. But the news was 4 hours ago. That's unfortunate for us because we missed the big run. Okay, I was watching OCTO. That's gone. I'm taking that out. Let's see. MICS is done. It's minus. Take that out. APLD is done. I'm taking that out. GDC is still in the picture. All right. So this IMMP. Anybody look at that? It's not moving much. See, this is a very good example of what do you do right now. The stock has moved, okay, since this morning's news. You can see about right there. It was at about $1.78, and now it's at a high of $2.92. But we're headed towards $3. Now, it's not that $3 itself is a hard dish to get over. The hardest was $1, and the next one is 10. and then 5. But do you play a breakout? And I would say no. And what I'm seeing here, the movement is not enough, but yet, let's go back to 1 minute on this. All right, I'll show you why I did this. Let's do that. Let's bring it down. You can see right now they got 378,000, 395, 678. 678 really moved it. So you can see it takes a lot of volume to move a stock like this. And right now, I'm going to leave. All right, let me just do one other thing so I can keep an eye on the SPY at the same time. And Tesla, I can go back to. Tesla, we're going to put down to 172.50 on the support. And I'm going to leave the resistance for right now. But I'm going to switch back over to the SPY so I can watch it on my bottom here. So I can keep an eye on what's going on. Right now, nothing's going on. So let's talk about this other stock. All right. So you can see this. I don't play breakouts. I would always wait for a pullback, probably to around 2. You see on the side, 276, 275, 278. I would wait for a pullback. This might be it. All right. And it's different, and it's hard to calculate pullbacks on stocks of such high volume, even though right now it's got good volume. Okay. And we're looking at right now it's up to 24 million. Almost 25 million shares traded. It's rocking right now. It's a 24,977. We're gonna hit 25 million. So I think any second, there's the pullback. See, like what I said, it gets up, it hits a new high a day. It can't get any more oomph, so it's got to pull back. Remember, like it's that bow and arrow effect. Pull back, boom. The harder you pull back, the further you can take it. But a lot of people get scared if you go too far. But right now it went slow, pull back. Try it again, pull back right now, and there it is, the 277. Exactly what I said I would pull it back to. And why do I get that number? Where do I find that? The 13. So right now we're working with the 13. Now the 200 is $1.88. We've already passed that, and the 50-day. So we're way past the averages at this point. And the stock is actually got volume way past the averages. So it's too bad this morning it probably showed up on the scanners, but everybody was so busy watching Tesla and some other stocks, Meta and a couple of others, or whatever it was, NVIDIA, stocks that were moving. Baba, I know that Kush was watching Baba. I was watching Kush and listening to his friends, whoever they were. I heard him say, I could have sworn I heard him say, I know it's not his money and he didn't make it for himself, but he makes a nice fortune off of that. Yeah, I heard him say he made $450,000. Did anybody else hear him say that? And then he changed his tune a little later, so I didn't understand. But he said he did 6 figures and he did over 400,000. But I believe that's for the company that he represents, and I think he gets about 20% of the winnings. So if he does, he just made $100 grand, and that's very feasible. You know what? But when you're dealing with other people's money, it's so easy to you're not going to lose 400,000 if you put up he had to put up at least $1 million. He's dealing with millions of dollars for this company. I forget what this is called when you trade for another company. All right, but you can see this is leveled off right now. All right, so you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the magic number, 9 to 10. That usually something happens. 9, 10, 11, and here's your pullback. We're down to back to the 77, back to the 84. I maybe get one more pullback, and then boom, or it's going to go for it. Maybe I already got it. It's going to go for it. It's going to try. It's got to try to hit. But $3, I think a lot of people who might prop firm. Thank you very much, Saint. Very good. A prop firm. And that's exactly what he does. But he does trade, because a lot of times he'll say, I made $300,000 today, but you're watching him trade Tesla for himself, and he said, I just made $600 or $6,000, but you said you made $200,000. What happened to all the money? And that's why he's doing a prop firm. And even though he can't show you, because it's illegal for him to show you what he's doing for someone else, because it is for someone else, he would have to actually have a license before he could show or disclose. You have to have a trading license. A brokerage license, which he does not have. And he doesn't want. Believe me, you don't want one. Real quick, he gets 90% of wins with the prop. No, I don't think so. No way. I think it's the other way around. He gets 10%, they get 90. There's no way they're giving away 90%. I'm sorry. It's not right. They take all the risks, believe me, with their money. I think he said once he made 10. I thought he made 20. But I think you got it backwards. I don't think you're right. No matter how good he is. I'm just looking it up real quick. Okay, based on 150. Wow, it says bonuses of base salaries. Some top firms' compensation north of 200, but it depends on the market. Base salaries are slightly over 100,000, and bonuses are usually 50 to 100%. Wow, payout. Here it is. Between answer, prop trading firms make between 20 and 50% of each trader's profits. Prop trading firms make, wow, you might be right. A few split the profit 90-10, meaning they make 10% from every trader who makes a profit. Wow, you might be right. I just looked it up, and I'm going to stand corrected that I'm wrong. I really didn't think it was be that much, but I'm going to tell you something for them. And there's the look at this. Look at the IMMP did. I told you it was going to pull back and go. I didn't know it was that much, but I'm going to tell you something. You really would have to prove yourself to these companies that you're a proven trader. Prop trader, IMMP is running. I pulled it. Look at it go. Look at it go. Anybody in it? I knew if it broke, it was going to go. Now the question is, how high? If we can get past 375 and hold, we're probably looking at anywhere between $4.50 and $5. $5 is a very tough place for any stock to get over. If this stock ever got over $5, it could be a super mover for the day. Once you pass, you make money risk-free. That's amazing. That is amazing. Zach Hash, you look familiar. You live in the islands by any chance, Zach? There was a guy who used to be a couple years back. He left here, but he used to trade. He was from the islands. What a life. Didn't pay much taxes. Look at that thing go. Did I call a good one? Pulled up that IMMP. And that was all because I pulled up a scanner. I had no idea. I did not see it this morning. I didn't go into Benzinga this morning. I'm going to go into Benzinga right now just to see. IMMP. Yep, IMMP is on my list for the this morning's up 20%. Then, now it's going to show it's up how much. Let's see. It doesn't show here. But we know it's up 76%. Wow, I picked the winner. You need to make 10% on an account before the fund you with real money. I got you. A lot of people are using that rather than their own money. Maybe that's where I got the 10% from, 10 to 20%. So in the beginning, I guess they fund you. That you need to make 10% on an account before. I got you on your own account, and then they'll put you. I got it. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that anyway. I guess I don't know. I got so many things going on in my life right now. Look at that. Look at this thing go. You think that's all? You think this is all the money? I don't think so. It had very good news. Let's see, the cancer treatment. What did it show us? The immunology investigated these chemicals in favorable survival results in overall population TTL. What was this? Was this what stage? Here it is, phase 2 trial showing favorable results for people living. Combination of what was the first one this morning? Survival benefit in first line. Let's see. Oh, wow. Non-small cell lung cancer. A lot of people, man, who wish this was around a long time ago. Rates PD1, 5-year rates, mature 3-year and potentially 5-year collections. This is good news, actually, for people with lung cancer, because there was a time when you had lung cancer or stomach cancer, you didn't have a chance. Like people like Toby Keith, man, I wonder what's happening with him. He's got stomach cancer, and I know my grandfather died from stomach cancer. SPY's moving up a little bit. I just want to watch this a little bit more. I think we're going to hit my higher target, 412, which is 413 for, let's see, I'm going to just put my upper target at 413. All right, because I think that's where we'll hit, which is slightly above VWAP. Just to take a quick look at that. I know I got to go back and forth now. SPY. Unless I get a double chart, which I can do. Okay. So you can see I just put it up there, resistance at 413. We're at 412.85, 96. And what did we hit? I don't even know. Okay. There we go. 412.87. I think we hit 87, 88 for a second. Okay, it's on the top. There we go. That's up. I don't want to make this smaller here. Maybe a little bit. I don't even use this other stuff. Not in here. When I do stocks, I use it, but I leave it open. Okay. And here we go. 413 is going to hit. It's going to hit my target. That was my lower target this morning, which it did hit. If we get over 413, let's see, we'd have to get to 413.25 first. And then we got to hold in that area. Here, look, Deck just came in with IMP. And Lady Gray, we don't spell it that way. Remember, caps, like that. Okay? I don't know why I stuck a thing in there. I don't know where that B came from. Okay. What do you got? SPY. Yeah, the SPY is running, and we're talking about 413. Looking at 413. Remember, caps. All right. It's always good because if somebody wants to go, they just walk in and they want to put the SPY up. I know you got it. I know you know. I'm not going to beat you up. Promise. And what do we got going here? So I'm watching let's go back real quick. Well, the SPY is moving for those watching. I mean, most of you are watching the SPY. I'll put IMPP on my bottom if anything starts happening. I'm just not going to watch Tesla then for the moment. Shoot. Wait a second. I'm all mixed up with my every time I change monitors, I get a little mixed up now. 354 was the high for IMMP. It's going to have a pullback to about 314, 310. And then I think we'll see if it'll try one more time. The news is outrageous. And that's only number 2. Let's see. Contracts right now. I want to see if that changed anything with the contracts for the SPY. SPY, we should be looking at, did change a little. 41.35, 41.40. So 41.35, 41.40 for right now. Let's see. Let's turn off that live caption. I just saw it on. I don't want that on. Okay. 41.30. Let's get back this. Where is it, boy? There we go. 41.30, 41.45. Okay. Copy. 41.40. It just changed a little bit. You'd still be okay with the contracts I listed, but as long as it comes up, then they go up too. And right now you'd be at 414 for the call and 413 for the put. Put you right at the money. All right. And Tesla, I didn't check. Let's do a real quick check on Tesla. Tesla is 175 and 172.50. Would be 175 and 172.50. I think that's exactly where I'm at. It's 172.50. Yeah, okay. This is correct. So here's your new contracts you should be looking at if you're not in a contract. Now, remember what I always say, okay? Always got to check your contracts every few minutes if you're going to get into a contract, all right? This way you don't have to worry about the theta, okay? Always worry more about your delta. And I'm just going to put this on the board again so you remember this, all right? And that's why I never think about if I trade properly and I trade just at the money or out of the money, just out of the money, I don't have to worry about theta. If I go way out, like 4 or 5, like Deck trades when he trades options, you will have to worry, especially if it goes the opposite direction you want to go. Your delta is going to go so low, all right, you're going to end up, well, you'll end up losing. But again, if you're that far out, you won't lose as fast, but you won't win as fast if it goes in the direction you want. That's one of the things I wanted to discuss with you. Anybody has any questions about anything, please let me know. If I don't know the answer, there is always somebody here that does. All right, and I'm sure that they'll jump in. There's a lot of good traders in here. Yeah, most important elements in trading a stock. Remember your support, your resistance, which you know I specify very hugely in here. Timing. I mean, nothing like good timing. You sit there and wait and watch money go, buy. Your timing sucks. Your trend, learning which direction, getting the right direction. All right, that's why they have straddles, because when you do certain types of trades, you want to give yourself a little protection just in case, when you know, especially with earnings, and then you might drop one or the other. Confidence in yourself. If you don't have confidence, then you need to just paper trade or watch or do it in your head. Okay, and emotions, you got to keep them in check, win or lose. Okay, in order to be a good winner, you must be a good loser. And patience, that is the key. Okay, and I love my guy Warren Buffett. What does he say about that? What does he say? Anybody know what Warren says? He says a lot of things. But he says, and you know what? Kicks my ass sometimes, that the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. And that couldn't be more true than any other statement I've ever heard. So, time to bite on this banana. I didn't eat it this morning, and I'm not going to have lunch. I'm on the weight loss diet. Doing good. I've lost about 5 pounds. I'm down to about 189. I was at 195 and feeling like a big pizza. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh, what did I just do? I just dropped out of the room. That's not good. Okay. All right. I wanted to see this for a second. All right. 413.25. So SPY is still moving up. Okay. And we're going to move this now and put our, we're going to put up our resistance to 25, 413.25, and see if we can get past that. And then our resist support is going to be about now. Let's just leave $1 in there and put in 412.25 for right now. We're going to leave $1 in the channel. Actually, it looks a little tighter here. It could be 40. Let's just move it up a little. All right, go to 40 and tighten her up. And this way you can see where you are in the channel and decide if, you know, I want to go back to the 3 minutes. We already know, if I look anywhere, if I look on an hour, you can see we are going up. So if I go to an hour, you'll see, look what's going on in an hour. So there's people who trade like that, you know. Let's get rid of this real quick. I hate that. Show plot, apply. Okay, get rid of that one. And there's one more. Let's do that. I can't do it that way. Oh, I already got rid of that one. Okay. It's up here then. There's one more. Big script movie. No, it's not in there. Huh. It's not there. All right. That's good. Look at that thing move. That's amazing. Let's go back to 5 minutes. Even 5 minutes looks really nice. That's my upper VWAP. That's why. Upper VWAP, lower VWAP. My 13. Where's my VWAP? I'm missing a VWAP. Did I just take it out by accident? Uh-oh. Where is it? Yeah. Should be white. It is white. That's weird. Take out the plot for that one. There it is. Okay. I pulled the plot out by accident. You never panic. Just go and get it. All right. So we're shooting for, you can see that we're probably looking at resistance now at about 50, at 413.50. So we're going to move it up and see that's where our resistance is, because we are starting to move on up. Come on. Boy, I can't move this. Got to do this first sometimes. Like that, then you can do this. I always like it centered. All right. So how are we all doing today? Anybody do any trading? I hope. Nobody's talking? Do you hear me? Do you hear me now? Windows update. I don't want no more updates. Your device was, I don't want any updates. Every time I get an update from Windows, I get lost in space. It's really trying. Now, IMMP came back. It's still holding over 3, around 325. So it's not doing anything at this point. It's consolidating. It looks like it's getting to go right now. Looks like it's going to try. But I don't really want to take this off. There's a new high of the day for the SPY. So we got SPY. New high of day. $413. Wow. And 44 cents. so far. So we're going to hit that, what do you call it? Why is this thing moving like this today? Biden says he will default before leaving for... Let me see that real quick. What does that mean? I didn't listen to him earlier. I was busy. Biden says U.S. will not default. Well, that's good news, and that's why the spy's going up. GOP senators say White House playing Russian roulette with economy. No kidding. The U.S. will not default on its debt. Actually, let's see. Rosso. Control C. Put it in there. Control V. So this is pretty much what he said. I think the news is by Benzinga on that. Let's see. Still Benzinga? Doesn't say. I don't trust anything they do. In this room, I'm not like Deck's room. If you want to get a little political, I don't care. Look at that jump. Look at that jump. 413. Wow. Wow. So we're looking at probably, I'm going to assume that if we can hold above 413, we can be looking at traders trying to reach 415 today. So let's move this up now and make it 414. 414. That's going to be your next resistance point. Bringing this up, I'm going to activate it, but I want to keep it right below the 13, which is right about there. I want to leave it at 412.85. Let's move that right there. Boom. Right there. It's right there at the 13. All right. Shows we're going right into a squeeze now. You see the two green? So we came out of consolidation, which I said we were consolidating before. Same thing was happening on IMMP. They both jumped at the same time. So is IMMP following the SPY? That one still hasn't hit. It's 352. It's about to hit a new higher day on IMMP. 2 times on calls in 3 minutes. Excellent. Cancer drug. Oh, shoot. What do we say? Second. Treatment shows favorable results. And that was in stage 2. Still trying to get that new high day on IMP and not really getting it. And you can see the SPY. The SPY can definitely hit it, okay? And the SPY probably will. It's each time it hits, it's hitting hard. You can see, like here, we went into about 800,000 shares. Let's go back to 1 minute for a second. Makes it a little easier just to read the candlestick. So here you had a jump. That's 309,000. So it's more than 3 times your average. Here you had 319. That's 3 times your average. And here you get 2 times your average drop pullback, and then 158, half of it, and then half of it again in the next 2 coming back in. So you see they're going to be pulling back to try to push it up. I would not play the forward march on this at this moment unless you have a very close stopwatch, stop alert in there, because it could pull back to anywhere down to 413.50. I'd be very careful. And on the other hand, it could just take off and just hit that 414 and change, going towards, I think, for an upper. And let's bring this down a little bit. I'm going to bring this down. And I'm going to say that at the rate we're going, And if we keep holding, all right, that we're looking at 415. It's not that far away. Boom. Okay. So here, edit this, would be an upper target for today. Shoot, come on, what's going on here? Can't see. Upper target. On the right, 415, do this, that, here. I like it brighter so you can see it. Okay, so there's our upper target, all right? Right now, we have resistance at the 413.85, but I'm putting it to 414. I'm putting support now, okay? I'm going to move this up a little, and there it is. It's starting to move. It's starting to move. I want to keep this under the 13. And then you got the upper 413.40. Let's say around 413.35 right now. Let's leave that as support. And our resistance is 414 with an upper of 415. You all agree with that? Does that make sense? Do you see the same thing I see? Slower target, I'm not taking it out, but we could end up back there. You know, I told you yesterday, I don't know if some of you were here yesterday, and I said, watch the end of the day where the SPY would jump up a little, but I still believe that it's going to end up below where it started in the day, and it went down to 408. Did anybody see that last night after the close at 4 o'clock? I was 100% correct. I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to go put this on, let's see. Let me put this on 5 minutes. And where did I go? Oh, shit, come on. All right, here we go. And I want to go to yesterday. If I can find it. Why can't I find it? All right, here's today. Oh, you know why? I got to go to, let's go to 5 days. Let me get rid of this. It's bothering me. Okay, so here we are. Right here, jumping again, 413.98. It's like I shouldn't move, huh? 414.05. There you go. There you go. But yesterday, you see this? Look at this. At the last that dropped, here it is, 4:10, and then in after hours, it went down to 409.92. But wherever we were, I told you that it was going to drop down to about where it was here at a 411, and it came down to 410. So I was right. I just was wrong. The amount was about 15, 20 cents less than my call. I called 411, if you remember yesterday. Let's go back to 5 minutes. This thing is moving. Look at this thing go. So you can see right now. Let's edit this up to 414.25 now. There's your, we're already there. Resistance is there. Amazing. Anybody see that 415 today coming your way? What do you think? I think it's a good call. But I would be very careful if you're going long, which you should be. And right now, let's see if you're not in a contract and still deciding about getting in one. I'm sure the contract has changed. Just out of the money now is 41.50 and 41.45. So 41.50 and 41.45. So for just the SPY, for SPX is 41.50, and your put is 41.45. And if you're looking at the SPY, you're looking at 415 on the call, and the put would be 414. And I don't know what Tesla's doing. I'm not really watching it, but if I was to watch it for a second, Tesla is still 175, 172.50. So Tesla is still the same. All right. Come on, go back down, down, down. Oh shoot! What did I just do? Uh-oh, I closed something. No, I'm good. Oh, I put a question mark. Okay, so there's the contracts for the SPY and for SPX. Right now, if you're not in. And right now, we got a high of the day. All right, new high of the day for the SPY of 414.28. All right, let's see how far we can take this. Just moving right along with the news. Read the news today. Oh boy. I just want to see more news. I wish I could change these colors in here. Make them more like the oranges in here. It's hard for me to see. I don't know how you can see it. Let's see. How do you see it? Yeah, you see it okay. You see it okay. As I'm looking here. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm on high definition, so if you can go up to 108, 1080 by 60 or higher, I have high definition on. So you can go higher than 720. I know a lot of you are probably on 720. 720 by 60. You could be on 180. All right, just letting you know. That is done. Now, my protein bar. These things are delicious. I eat one a day. Okay. IMP pulled back. Still hasn't done anything yet. I'm up to 157 active items on eBay. Let's see. How can I? It's no good. Okay. Let me just see. All selling. Active. Okay. Nothing's right now. Everything just slowed down a little bit for the second. You see all that? Unsold, not listed. All selling. Come on. Downloads, uploads. Huh. My eBay. Nothing's moving. Nothing's moving. Just waiting. Can we break this resistance? I think we will. You know, you don't know. Your pullback can be that's your upper VWAP plot at 413.70. What I don't like is the distance here now for this is 413.24. That's a dollar pullback. So right now, it's anybody's game really. 13 is too low. I can't tell until this moves back up. 413.28. This is on 5-minute. Let's bring it down to 3-minute. It changes it a little bit on 3. It's 413.48. Let me see on 1 minute what we're talking about on the 13. There you go. 413. All right, I feel 413.85.90. Probably in 413.92, 3, 4. You could see a pullback that low, but as long as it stays over 414 and it stays over 414.25, I see the next. There it is, 414.40. I was going to say I see another higher day, and there it is, new higher day. Now SPY's going for it. It's not done. It is not done. Listings. So I know. Wait a second. There we go. I'm just doing a bunch of things here. All right, let me get out of here for a second. There's nothing happening there. I'll sign out. Anybody who's bored and wants to see the see my email, my this is my that's my eBay. That's all the stuff that I'm selling right now on eBay. There's 4 pages, 157. You can just change the item thing to, well, you have to go page by page. There's 157 items. I used to be an antique dealer, so antiques and collectibles and stuff like that. It's cool. Another higher day. So yeah, do you think? I think Saint, your question was just answered. What do you say? Okay. SPY. I see 415. That's why I put it up there. New higher day. 414.66. There you go. I see it. Anybody else see it? It's coming. See that upper target? When active trader puts an upper or lower target, it usually gets hit. But if I was trading right now and I'm not in anything, I would get out about 414.92 and take my profits. I would. I wouldn't take that chance of somebody dropping the door on me. You know, they can do that so easily. This is really good. What are they watching? Apple went ballistic? Everything's going ballistic today. I'm just reading what Iggy said. Apple's pulling back. I don't watch Apple. I'm not an Apple guy. Imp crack. IMMP. Did not crack. People, I love what people write. Imp crack. This thing's gone up from $1.70 up to $3.54 high, and it's at $3.26. The guy's writing crack. Rainbow Bends. It's not a crack. I hate to tell you where the crack is. Crack. I like sometimes to go in there and read, like, and he's not a newbie, but I read the things that people say. It's like, wow. Pull back. Went for the pullback. Okay. Google, another one. It's doing really well today, right? 120 up from 95. That's back in, see, it's over a year. So it's gone up pretty good. Google's good. How's Nvidia doing today? Anybody watching that? Let's see if I can get that in there. Let's see. And you know what? I might have that. Let's see if I don't. S&P. I do. Nvidia. Okay, I already have it. Oh, it's up $6 today. That stock just keeps going up, up, and up. You should keep an eye. People have money. Definitely one stock for the future on what is it? NVDA? NVDA, is that correct? NVDA, yeah. Definitely a stock to keep an eye on. Definitely a stock that will make you money if you have long term. There's your pullback on the SPY, 414.26, still holding 414.25, and that's pulled back to the 13 on the 1 minute. You see it? See, I don't need to put this. To put the 5 minutes, good to trade on. It's good for you, but you see, there's your first pullback. But it's all going to still show me that everything's going up. That's just a slight reversal for the moment. But if I look on the hour, you'll still see it's going up. See? We're going up there. 15 minutes should still be up. There you go. 10 minute. And I watch this just to see, because big traders who have a lot of money don't worry about 5-minute deals and what comes up and comes down. They will trade on 10 minute. You know, a lot of us find it hard just to trade on 5 minutes, because if it goes down and it goes 2 reds in a row, you could lose a lot of money. And that's why a lot of us trade on 1 or 3 minutes. But right now, let's just keep an eye on the 3 minute. See what's happening. Now, you can see on the 3 minute, there's a lower shadow, which shows us it's going to go. Eventually, this thing's going to go back up. Let's watch it minute by minute for a second. See how much consolidation. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and boom. Touch of the 13. All right, your 13 is about 414.26. There was a touch right there, was 414.25, I think. And now it's going to start to try to pull back up. Just watch the volume below here. Watch the volume. I have another one I can put the volume in here. It's red, but I didn't want another one in there. I took it out. I have another ThinkScript that gives you. For those of you that like that and want the 50-200 instead of putting it on your chart, okay, because anything, the more you put on your chart, the more it slows you down. The ThinkScript is free, okay? Did I put it on the board before? I think I did, didn't I? If I didn't, it's always in my alert section. I give them out for free. They're very, very easy to put in there. Here it is. This is Trader Videos. Oh, that's something else. Let me put that in one more time. It shouldn't say Trader Videos. I guess I lost the link for the other one. Give me 1 second, and I'll put it on the board. Okay, those are the ThinkScripts. And oh, here it is. This is copy. Here's Active Trader Streams. Okay, but I want the other one back. Where's the ThinkScript? Here we go. There's 2 ThinkScripts. And like I said, I'm going to put them on the board right now. There you go. And anybody who wants to watch my videos, to go to all the videos, again, I have that in the alert section. They're not, I do not, I have daily training on certain things. We're going to see a new high a day right now. Right now, we're about to see a new high a day. Let's see if we can get to 75. Let's see if we can push to 75. What do you think? Copy. Let's see here. You think it'll hit 415? Well, I put an upper target there, TT. You see the upper target? That's 415. So, yeah, I do think it can get there. Okay, let's take this out. Anybody who just wants to see some of my old videos, there's different lessons in each one. All right, you can go. Yeah, there's 69, new high a day. It's slow, but we're getting there. But I'd be careful. You know, this is the type of thing, it might hit the 415 for a second and then drop like a bomb. It might hit the 415 and keep going, but it seems like it's struggling right now. Now, is somebody playing with our head? I don't know. Come on. $79. We are getting there. Gold went down a little. It was over 2,000 the other day. I'd love to see it go up a little. I got some to get rid of. $79, 414.79. How many people here think? Let's see. You want to do I don't know if you guys will even do it, and there's not enough people, only 58 people in here. But if we did a chat poll, I bet you 5 people will answer. Let's see. Create a poll. Will the SPY hit 415 and stay over that amount or drop? Stay or drop. Okay, so let's do the poll. Will the SPY hit 415 and stay over that amount or drop? All right, go ahead, and I already answered what I think. I think it'll hit, and I'm not telling you. Go. If you guys don't vote, I'm not doing another vote. That's it. I'm done. Nobody wants to answer the question. Will it stay over 415 once it gets there, or will it hit 415 and drop? Go vote in the poll above the chart. There's a poll. Can you all see that? Not one person has voted. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Everybody's voted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, one person said stay. Figured low bar. There you go. 10 people. Do you think it'll stay? Deck thinks it's going to stay. Deck said what do you expect? Expect to see 416, I think he said, right? Well, let's see. I mean, the only good news is that they're not going to default, you know. It's good and bad. It's bad because it means they're going to print up more money. And here we go for the 415. You think it's going to stay? Anybody else? Final vote. You voted. I see that, Lady Gray. I see that. I know. I can tell. Lady Gray, TT, Mickey, AOL Bill, Jay Getz, Tommaso. How you doing, guys? Donna, welcome. MMC. Come on, guys. Vote. Couple more. Ready? There we go. There we go. Deck voted. There you go. I told you Deck told... I said to you before, I heard Deck say in the room that it would stay above... He was saying 416 or 417. So, it might stay. Let's see. This is a crucial time right now. Whether it can hold or whether it can go or come back down. Thank you, Deck. He just popped in and voted. I love it. See, he does listen to me. Deck voted. I love it. We all voted. Well. Okay, if you want to be part of this vote, this is it. Last count on the vote. Ready? Last count on the vote. 10 seconds. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Come on, you want to be part of history. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. That's it. Stop the poll. 77% of the people said it will come back down today, and 23% said it'll stay. But I was right. If I said it would hit 415, and as usual, whenever I put it up for a lower target, they usually get hit. I need to trade my own alerts, but I can't trade today. I can't trade today. But I'm still here for you guys. Wow, IMMP just hit 374. Crucial point for IMP because 375 was the tough place to get over, and it just did 377. So I'm gonna put a higher for IMP. I'm going to put a 95, 399. I'm gonna say 402. Let's just say it's gonna hit $4. I put in oh shit, where'd it go? Come on. Okay. I'm putting it right now at properties, upper target. Upper target at $4 and $4.06. That's strange. And make it red. So I'm going to make it 40. Let's say, that's good. Say okay. 406. I'm just gonna say $4. I'm gonna say it's gonna hit the $4 mention. Boy, there's some pullback right there. It may not. That was some pullback. Went to 377 and just pulled back to 340 something. Wow. Make a liar out of me. 441, 341, 340. One person sold 20, got scared. Sold 20 at 340. Shouldn't have done that. Gotta go back up. People get scared. They see that stuff. They don't know what's going on. Yeah. So let's make another upper target. We already hit the first one. And let's put the second one now at 415.50, which I think is going to be a real tough nut to get over or even get to at this point. That's some pullback right there. It pulled back, and so did IMP, but I think it's going to go back up again. So I'm going to put an upper target now of what do you call it? 414.50. And for right now, we're going to put the resistance back to 415. And we're going to make our support level $1, about 414. 414. Let's give us $1 on that. And there's our new. And bring this in the center like that. All right, so we got 415 resistance, 414 support, 415.50 as upper target at this point. Alerted this in mine and Dex lobby. Okay. And now you've alerted it in my lobby. Thank you. And I agree. I think it's got room to 415.50. This is it's a perfect pullback because if you look, here's your 13 exponential. So 414.81 should have been the pullback. And where do we pull back to? There it is. 4.79. 78, 79. All right, very close. So it's really a perfect pullback. And you know, like I always say, pull back, spring forward. And that's about what I see is happening here. Let's see if it goes for it. Because it really, if we go look on a 5-minute, which will give us pretty much of the day. There we go. You'll see. There's a far away. See my lower target here at 410. This thing's gone up like $4 or $5 today from one point. Imagine what SPX is from here to here. From SPX from here to here, it's got to be, let's see, you got about $4, at least 4. So I'm going to say for about $20. What does it show? SPX shows me 40. Oh my gosh, $41. Wow, $41 on the index for SPX. You could have made so much money today. Unbelievable. Let's just go take a quick look at, that would be yellow. Okay, so from here, this is SPX. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Tesla. Wrong one. Wrong color. I want green. There we go. So here we got $5.47 was the low and $39. So from $39 down to, let's say, $6 is $33. So even at $30, if you went 5 contracts at $30, you would have made $15,000 today from here to there. Just by having some patience. That's pretty good, right? So that's, wow, that's amazing. Look at that, $33. I'm going to go back to red, which will give me the SPY. See, everything I do is color-coded. So I know the colors. I know what that's how I set everything up. So when I go to my 6-in-1, where I trade from, it's color-coded also. And I can just change, or even change out on stocks, like I did temporarily with IMMP, and I made it purple. Let's see if I can change that one and do, what's in brown? Brown is PTPI. Let's make that Tesla right now. Yes. So all I do is change one color and I got Tesla. And let's see what other colors. I've got orange. Nothing really in here. It's it's Meta. It's the, boy, is that an old contract. Last time I played with that was 428. So I just go into the 428 and I change the 428 and make it 517. And let's see what it gives me. Nope, can't find it. It's because of the price. Let's see. How do I find the price on Meta? Let's see. That was a put. Oh, I had it for a second. I lost it. All right, let's go back to brown. And then I go back to orange to see what it does. Orange, orange, orange. Put me back to Tesla. Get me on Tesla. Brown is Tesla, that's Tesla. All right, let's just make it Meta without the contract. META. Meta, $242 a share. And the next one is 6 Maroon. That's a SPY contract. Also wrong date. SPY contract is 415. It's a put it 415. Let's change the date. 205. What's today? 17. See if it works. It did work. Good. I wrote a contract. So I can share that one. Theoretical. Give me 1 second. I know I'm doing something else. I can't believe it's still pulling back. Okay. All right. That's a put. Back to what's red. This is the SPY. Got that up there. And let's put. All right. Tesla's not doing anything right now at all. Nothing. Any other stocks? I'm gonna go back to IMMP. That one was working. IMMP going for a new high a day. Right now. Right there it goes. 385. Where are you looking at the pullbacks to go? On what? You know, AOL, you got to tell me on what stock you're talking about, or to AK or anybody. Where are you looking for the pullback? Are you talking back on the SPY? It already did. It pulled back to, oh shoot, this changed. I didn't want that. Sorry. I got to take that color off of there. I can't leave this as red. Give me a second. Make it orange. That's no good either. Lilac. Okay, that's good. All right, this one here. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Where's my mouse? Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't see it change it. You gotta be careful that you don't color code other things you're working on. Okay, there was a pullback to right there. There's your 416.67, which was a little further than I expected. All right, but that's on the 5 minute. If you look on the 1 minute, you're talking the SPY. All right, let's move this up a little so we can get the. All right, so the pullback should have been to about there, which would have been about 414.80, but it pulled back as low as, which was a little lower, 414.50, 55. So right now, will we hit, see? Like I voted 415. It would hit 415 and above and pull back, and that's exactly what it did. Well, we did say by the end of the day, so we won't know until really later on. But this is exactly what I thought would happen, and that's why I said I would have gotten out at around 414.95 and taken my profits if I was in. I don't want to get greedy. Now it did finally go, and you can see, and it pulled back fast. So it went to, let's say 415.24. You wouldn't have got out there. So even if you got out at 20, all right, right here it pulled back to immediately to 14 and as low as 415 right there. So you might not have gotten into that. It went fast and came back very quick. The minute it hit that 415, it went boom. But it did hit first. It hit 415.13. It hit 415. So it started to go up slowly, like it was going to go. And some people probably went in thinking it was going to go further, like more like up below 450, 415.50, and it didn't hit that. So that's why I said, for me personally, I don't play breakouts. I would have taken it at 414.95 and taken my profit. That's how I would have traded it. Okay, and it would have worked for me. I could have made a little more, but I don't do woulda, coulda, shouldas. Okay, woulda, coulda, shouldas you can't take to the bank. You just can't. They don't fly here. Okay. What are you thinking, folks? What are you thinking right now? IMP is still trying to move up. IMP is the stock of the day right now, with about 92 on the RSI. That's amazing. Now, it is not shortable on what do you call it? Not shortable. And I don't think at this point, I can't tell you. I actually looked it up. I cannot find anywhere where it tells you what the statistics is for how many shares. Let me just see something. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I did. That was not the right one. It has 83 million. So there's a lot of shares. So 83 million, let's say 83 million. Hold on. 83 million, 86, 860,000. So if I've got 83 million, let's see, 83 million, 860,123 times, okay, times 92 point, times 92.43% is 77,000. Okay, and what did I say we had? We had 80s. Come on, I know what I said. 83,860,000. So it's 83 million, 860,000. 1, 2, 3. It's got a lot of stock. Okay, take away. That's not right. Is that correct? 83 million? It is. It's 83 million. 83 million. Wow. So 83 million, 860,000. 1, 2, 3. Okay, takeaway, memory recall, 77.5. There's about 6 million shares still out there that can be bought up on, that's not a lot. And that's why you're at 92% right now in the RSI. So my thinking is you got to be careful, because at 385, probably get it up to about 95 in the RSI for another 6 million shares. This stock could go to $5, $4.50. But once it hits there, I think if you could you shorted that stock and you could wait a few days, I think you'll make money on it. But I don't know how long you can hold shorts for. Now you could do a put. I don't know if there's. Well, you know what? I don't know. That's a good question. Now you could do a put a little longer out there. Let's see. If I look at, let's see if they have any options for that products. And let's see. I don't like to do puts on stocks I'm not aware of. Actually, there are. So you could put it out to, let's say, June 16th. Let's see, May 19th is Friday. I would go with that one. Friday. May 19th is Friday. By Friday, it should pull back on the IMMP. And they're not that expensive. The $4, you can go out of the money at, let's say you took one at 15 cents. I'm afraid. I'd be afraid to do it right now. You'd have to wait a little longer to see it go up a little higher. But you could short this thing and take a put. Let me just see one other thing. I want to just check the volume open interest on it. And there's actually, you know what? There is interest on the actual, people are doing the same thing. They're going out further, even as far as July 21st. And there is contracts out there. But it starts to get skimpy when you go to, they're taking more out of the money, just like I suggested, just in case. But I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here. But I don't like to deal with stocks that generally have such a low trading, because you may want to sell your options. You could be up a lot of money, but then you try to sell it and there's no one there to buy that option. You're screwed. And I've seen that happen to people in this room. I know that engineer once got crippled. She bought a stock at $2. The stock went to $3, and she bought a lot. I think she bought like 10 contracts. She couldn't get rid of them. She sold them so cheap, she lost money. She was up there. She couldn't get rid of them. Nobody was there to buy them. So you got to be very careful. You got to go in and check the volume open interest on those contracts. But that's why I only do dailies. I'm an ODTE type option trader. Whatever I'm in, I'm out of that day. I don't carry over. And I definitely, for the amount of time that I've been trading options, I do not swing trade options. Unless you know what you're really doing, you shouldn't do that. You can blow out an account. Look at today. Imagine if you did a put on the SPY and went overnight, and you wake up and it's $5-6 high. higher, you can wipe out your account. You got 500 shares, and you got 5 contracts, even 5 contracts. That's 500 shares, and it goes $5. You just lost what? $2,500. So you can lose a lot of money very quickly if you're not careful. So that's all I'm trying to say is be careful, and if you don't know and you're not sure, then don't do it. Really, don't do it. And I hear people all the time, should I do this? Should I do this contract? Should I do this? How many shares? If you're asking those kind of questions, you really need to go back and paper trade. You need to slow down whatever you're doing because you're about to lose a lot of money. And you might get lucky from time to time, and you might win. And you might win a nice sum of money, but you're going to get back even more. I've seen it happen all too often. It's happened to me. It happened to me years ago. And every now and then I get a little cocky, and it happens to me. It hasn't happened in a while, but it happens. I haven't traded in a few weeks, actually, because I was sick. My wife got COVID, and I had all the symptoms, but I didn't test positive. I had one false positive. I did not test positive. Deck couldn't tell you that because he can't disclose that information, but that's what happened. My wife works in a nursing home, and she brought it home. 415.20. Oh, that was the high for the SPY. It's trying again. It's getting back up there again. So for those of you that believed that it was going to go back up again, you could have just bought this back down to 414.60 right now, and you'd be up 60 cents, 50 cents. So on five right there on five contracts, and if you're doing SPX, you just could have made yourself some real money. So even if it's moving $5 to every one on the SPY, that would be $2,500. You could have just made in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Not bad. $2,500 every 10 minutes. What are you, a doctor? Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a chiropractor in the house? Who's in the house? Who let the dogs out? I found some old DVDs that I have, music DVDs that were stuck back in I have a huge old cigar humidor. I don't use it anymore because I don't smoke. It's been years. I used to smoke a lot of cigars, good ones. Yeah, I actually had an old box of Cubans, real ones. There was only one missing when I got the box. I smoked every one of them. I think I gave one away to a friend. I smoked every one. And now I got COPD. Those things were so good you could inhale them. Smooth. I got the whole box, the real box. I can't put it on eBay. And I got the little canisters. See, the fake ones, they go in glass. The real ones had metal canisters. And I have the box with the Cuban cigars empty. And people collect those things. I can get probably at least $100 for the box, empties. But I can't put it on eBay. Anything with Cuba or Russia or places that or Iran, you can't sell anything. You just have to figure a way to put it up there and not mention those words. But somebody will always turn you in. There's always some nut out there that's got to feel good about himself and turn you in for selling restricted merchandise. I have old barometers, like they call banjo barometers. I got one listed now. I took a red marker and put the mercury inside. Some of them had mercury, which you cannot ship anymore or sell online. It's a dangerous chemical. We used to play with it as kids in our fingers, or take a penny and take the mercury and put it over the penny, make it look like a silver penny, silver oxide. And so every time I put on the barometer, they take it off. So I took a red marker and put it on. I just want to get rid of the damn thing. I got about 4 of them that have mercury. And it's either that or coat a bunch of pennies, or change the thermometer in the barometers. So I finally relisted one in there. It's got the mercury in it. But like I said, I took a red marker, so some idiot's going to look at it and think it's red, but it's not. And the person who gets it, it's not going to complain, believe me. They'd rather have it. They'd rather have it that way. I'd rather have it that way. All right, what do we got on the contracts real quick? On the SPX, we've got 41.55 and 41.50. Let me change my own. Even though I'm not trading, I do change mine. I still change mine to reflect what's right. Because it's a good habit to do. If you keep good habits, then you can become a good trader. It's important, like trend lines and stuff. I didn't draw any trend lines today, but I didn't think we needed any, especially on the SPY today. It's going up. It's going up. Where would I trend it? Do you really need a trend line from here to there to know which way the wind blows? What I could do, let's see, it would show, let's see, if I took it from there as a point right there, and then put it to there, the high, which is 4:15:35. Can't get it exact. Got it. Ah, I missed it. I had it and I missed it. There we go. Okay. There it is. And I can take off the left extension. See? But then if I took it from, let's say, I don't know if I can get it from here. Have to be from here. What it'll show you at this point, if you do this, okay, and then just leave it to the 13. You see that 13, the blue? Leave it right there at the 13. Now what it's going to show you, and then get rid of this with the hand, all right? And let's get rid of the left extension so you know exactly where he took it from. All right, so you can see now the squeeze. This is what I love about this, because you're able to see the real, oh shoot, what just happened? Sorry. Very temperamental. You're actually able to see the squeeze plate. And we know that we're ascending. We know that we're ascending. So when this pulls back to the right point, that's when you want to do the call. Because even in here and this small area, we can see. Now, I'm going to take this upper out of there because I want to put the resistance higher. All right. So I'm going to edit this up. And I'm not saying it's going to reach there, but I'm going to put it there to 4:15:75 to put it out of the way. And I'm going to put my resistance up to 35. All right. So 4:15 and 35. I just didn't want to run on top of each other. Right there, you have point. Really, it's 25, 30, 30. I'll leave it there. All right. And we're going to take this now and let's activate it. I've been a little lazy. And let's say 4:15, 95. I want 75, 85. Let's just say 75. Because 75 is a good stepping point. 25, 50, 75. It's perfect. It's really close. All right. So now you only have 75 to 35 is 25 and 35 is 60. So you got 60 cents. And we're right to the top right now. All right. And I have this to the edge of the 13. All right. I could do it to the actual bottom of this corner, but I did it to the 13 because the 13 is usually where your pullback is when the stock pulls back before it goes forward. I think we're getting ready to go forward, and I could still leave this. I mean, I'm going to have to move it again, but if I put it back, I just didn't want the line right on top of it. This is what I called before, which was the 4:15:50, and I still think we're going to hit it. I'm going to lower that a little bit. Let's activate that down. Okay. There you go. Okay. Just shows a little bit more of the ascending, and that's what we are. We're ascending right now. See? Open it up a little bit so you can see it. You can see it's going up slightly, and this is going up. When you got two lines both going up, you're ascending. Plus, we know that the whole day we've been, and we can bring this now if you want to about 3 minutes. All right. There we go. Let's pull it down. And let's bring it over a little bit. Keep an eye on this. 39, new high of the day, just now. 4:15:39. I mean, is there any quarrel in anybody's mind here that we're going to hit that 4:15:50? But the question is, what happens when we hit that? Can we hold? And if we can get up to 4:15:75 and hold that position, we're looking at 4:17. We're looking at traders trying to push this to 4:17. It could pull back during the night to 4:15, but we're headed in an up direction, which is so hard for me to understand with what's going on in the world. It really is. IMMP hit 390 high, pulled back below the 13 to 351, 350, 360 to 13. It's right below, but it's still bullish. It's still above the VWAP. Anything above the VWAP, okay, on any stock is bullish. So there's your VWAP here. You can see the distance here. All right. So we're very bullish right now. We're still trying to move, but it's like it's doing everything in slow motion. You got 3 minutes and 130. We're still less than average on volume at this point. But let's see the day. Our day, about 14 million shares per hour is average for the SPY. All right, let me go to SPY. And so far, we at, let's see, 1:30. That's perfect. So 1:30, we got 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. That's 4 hours. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1. It's 4 hours. All right, so 4 hours. Wow. 4 times 14 gives us 56. We're just under average. We've done 47 million shares for the last 4 hours. 47. So you can see, and I'll show you something. 50 and the day's range. Okay, perfect. Copy. Go back into here. This is the SPY. There you go. So you can see, oh shoot. Oh my gosh, look what I did. Spank me. I have a button in here that doesn't work anymore. So, all right, days range 410 to 450.55. Now it's 655, right? Range volume 47,230 and average is 89,000. 89 million, I mean, and 47 million today. So I always tell you, take 1/100th of that, and that'll give you your calendar. That'll give you your candlestick volume, each candlestick. So if you've got 89 million, it's 89,000. If you got 47 million, it's 47,000. All right, and that's how it works. And you'll see every time that will become the average candlestick. And if we want to see what goes above or below that, that's why I always call them out and say it's got average, because I have figured it out over time that it's I've never heard anybody say it. I can't find it online how to find the average candlestick per minute, but that's the way you do it. Just divide it by 100, and you will get your minute candlestick. So right now, when we look at this, we're looking for 90,000. Just round it off. All right, doesn't have to be exact. There's 180 on 3 minutes is 60. We're below. And here's the next one. It was how many? 360. That's average. So it's 9, 18, 20. It's above average. And here, same thing. Look at that. 629 on 3 minutes. That's over 200 per minute. All right. Here's another one. So we have a lot of volume right now. They are trying to move this, and they will pull this back, and they will push this forward. Okay. Right now, I can adjust this a little bit and just pull it right. See, we were at the 13 before, but that's on the, you gotta remember, that's on the 1 minute. So if I go back to the 1 minute and I try to adjust that line, let's see, it will change. I would be there. So I just pulled it back a little bit. I'm going to stay on the 3 minute. I think it's an easier chart to read at this moment. Some people might be on a 5 minute, which is fine, especially if you're trading. There we go. You see, we're in a crunch right now. Something is about to happen. It's either going to drop really heavy, or it's going to rebound. And if I want to open it a little bit and go back even on the 3 minute, watch on the 13. Yeah, that gives me my 13 right there. So it widens a little. We're still going up. All right, we can watch it that way. Otherwise, think of it as being really tighter. If I went to the 1 minute, it would be a little tighter than it looks. I want to see it go. I want to see something happen. See, I have it at the 13, right at the tip. I could have actually brought it from here. Now that I can see it, let's adjust it on trend, not yet, trend line 70. And I want to bring that right down to there. Perfect. Okay, I like that much better. I couldn't see it before until it changed over. Are you all having a good day? Still got a little coffee left. This is this morning's coffee, 2 cups. I don't mind warm coffee, but I like my pizza hot. And I like my girls hotter. Oh, wow. Nobody told me. I didn't even know my, what do you call it, was off. Nobody said a word. It'll come on right now. I don't know why. There it is. I had it closed. I didn't realize I had the little flap over it. Oh, the whole day it's been flapless. But I am really here. How many minutes do we got on delay today? Let's say 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's see. Delay. That's 5 seconds. 8, 9. Oh, very good. 9 seconds today. Oh, that's much better. 9 seconds. See? Every day is different. I don't know why. Yesterday was like 12 or 13 seconds. So that's good. I've had as low as 8. And Deck, I don't know. Deck's got must have a business connection, a very fast connection, because his YouTube this morning was at about 2 seconds. I check it all the time. I can't wait to he's got new application coming out. Instead of using Webinito, he's going to have something different. I think it's being built for him because it's very expensive over time for what he's doing. And if he builds his own, he can just, pretty much pay once or pay a royalty to somebody or whatever. He could pay $20,000-$30,000 to have someone do it, and it pays for itself in 2-3 years. And I don't think Deck's going anywhere, right? So it's a little sunny out there. The sun's coming on I'm facing west. I can pray. I can take out my prayer blanket and I can pray. And don't laugh, I've got one. I have a good prayer. It's a small one, but I got one. Pray to the west, right? Anybody here of Arabic descent or Muslim descent? I respect all religions. I respect all people until they prove me different. I don't judge people by their ideology, beliefs, or their religion, or faith, or color of skin. I judge all people by their character, and we've got a bunch of characters in here, I gotta tell you. Right, Loba? Characters. Building character. Okay, let's see. Boy, it's like everything's slowed down. Even on 3 minutes, it's slowed down. Gonna get back up there. It's gonna happen fast and quick. That's why sometimes I like to watch it minute by minute. I do, I want to see how much consolidation there is. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually around 8 or 9, boom, something happens. So if I watch it on the 1 minute, I can open this up a little more. There we go. Let's see what happens. Get rid of that line. 1:41 in the afternoon. That's Eastern Standard Time. You should be set to that. Why? Because that's what the New York Stock Exchange is on, Eastern Standard Time. So if you got your computer on Pacific, or you're in Europe and you got it, let's say, on whatever time zone they're on, zoned out, and we're trying to do a lesson, I tell you to look at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, unless your mind automatically takes that 5 hours or 3 hours this way or 5 hours forward this way and brings it to the time, you're better off leaving it. Now, everything's pulling back. IMP's pulling back right now, hitting 350, see if it can hold there. Has a high of 390. That stock's really going a long way today, That was a moneymaker today. I just want to check real quick and check the scanner one more time. Some of you don't know, if you have Thinkorswim, on the top it says Monitor, Trade, Analyze, Scan. I'm going to open my scanner. I have it set for 1 minute and 5 minutes. 4% greater up to 10 bars. I have a minimum of 45,000, minimum of 70 cents up to 250. We're not really looking for much more than that. And there's really not a lot of stocks out there that are moving. But just to show you guys, I'll bring it one more time forward. I'm going to detach it, and I'll bring the scanner across here. Let's see where we are. And I will open this. It's funny, I had the stocks generated, but as I pull it over, it disappears. IMMP is still number 1. Now, if I look in top volume for the day, watch this. Out of stocks doing unlimited amount today, look at this, IMMP. BHHC went from $6 to $8. Another one to watch is BHC. That's Bausch, another health company. All right, they're both health companies, and then pharmaceuticals. That's what we watch mostly when we were doing stocks, was health and pharmaceuticals. So if you look here, this one $1.30 went up 40 cents. Nothing big deal. This one here was nice. ELOX, another pharmaceutical. Nice movement today. Went up about $1.70, and it still pulled back and held a lot of its gains. And that's what we look for. DCFC, no big deal. Right here, penny stock went from 65 cents and hit $1. That's pretty high, but $1 is the first hardest place for any stock to ever get to and get over. If it gets over that, it can run, okay? And the second hardest place for any stock to get over is the $10 mark, and the third being $5. And you're going to say, but I don't understand. Stocks get to 5 before it gets to 10. Yes, but more stocks have a harder time getting over the 10 than they do over the 5. That's why. So more stocks will get over the 5. Anyway, next to the other one, T-Stamp. I don't know what this DAI. It makes no. Anyway, nothing happening there anyway. Just the letters didn't make any sense for what it is. 675 is on the stock. BTSI moved, easy to borrow too. So that means you can short this stock. And you can short the second. BHC is also shortable. I put that in here. Some of you don't know, there's a little custom switch here. Open this up. Come on, open up. Don't make me look stupid. Oh, there it is, custom. Can't see it. Where I'm sitting it. And you can see I just added HTB. So you go up here where it says lookup column and you type in ETB. Watch what pops up. ETB, HTB, you put that in. And the other one you want to add is, what was the other one? It may be in there already. No, it's not. Is RSI. So I take the RSI and you can put that in there and you'll see it right there and you just double click it and it goes in. And then you move them over first, all the way to the side. So I put hard to borrow first, then I put the RSI and then everything else. I keep both net change and mark change and percentage, percentage and mark. Mark will work in pre-market where percentage change will not. But in pre-market, I always use volume, and during the day, I usually use percentage. Highest percentage down, all right? And there you have IMP, NANX. These are the highest percentage stocks today, but the highest volume stocks were these three right here, which is Wriggle, BHC, IMMP. So you can see that. There's been a bunch of good stocks today that we didn't know about, and if you don't use this, and if you want to check in the last, let's say 2-3 minutes and see what's rocking, if it doesn't open up immediately, just hit the checkbox and uncheck it and hit scan. Now, you can use this same scanner. This is a daytime scanner, okay? You can use the same scanner for nighttime. The only difference is you must click both these buttons after 4 o'clock, and that would be an after-hours scanner. All right, if you don't want to look at stocks that are this high, you can take off that thing and go to $50 if you want, and scan again. All right, and now there's the only stocks up to $50. Whatever you want to do, all right? It doesn't matter. If you don't like to use penny stocks, you can start at $1. Or you can start at 25 cents. You can go from 0.05 up to $1 if you want and just look at penny stocks. You can do whatever suits you. You want to tweak this out, do it. But I would start at 4% and don't go past 10 bars. It is not necessary, all right? You'll have to learn what that all means. I'm not giving a lesson on that today. But the thing is that there's not a lot going on today. If there was less going on, I might bring it down like in the mornings to 3.5, all right? So it should generate more stocks. Yeah, so it generated about 3 or 4 more stocks that have a low percentage. See, 1, 7, those. I don't really need the 3%. So I'm not looking for lower percentage stocks. I'm looking for stocks that, if there was a lot of stocks in here, I would probably put it up to 4.5%. So I do this and tweak it out. All right, I already have it saved at 4. So, and then when I hit this button, it'll get rid of anything else and just give me what I'm really looking for in this basic area right here. So remember, we can do it. We can look by volume. We lost something that was in here before because the percentage, 664. That's not a lot. I know we lost something. Let's go back to 4 for 1 second. And then I'm going to go back to the SPY. 4, and let's go back to 5 minutes. That's probably why. And scan, and there it is, 59. I was looking for the 59 IMMP. So I would leave it at 4%, 10 bars. You can change it. If I want to see what happened in the last 2 minutes, it doesn't open, just do that and click. All right, and you'll see in the last 2 minutes, there wasn't much happening, was there? Let's go to 3 minutes. Click. There you go. 3 minutes. And then you can see what's going on. Okay? So there's a little bit on scanning. And while I was busy, look at this. And I told you, we had to get over the 75 point. Once you get over that 75, we need to hold it. And we can hold that area. Then we are looking at the next dollar, which is 416. So we've already hit that upper target. We went right past there. So we edit this up now. And where are we looking? 416. Let's see. 416, and I'm going to say 416.50. Don't say we're going to hit it because I got to now raise this up to 415.75 as our new place of resistance. And then, of course, I'm going to have to move this up. All right, activate this to right below the 13. I'm going to go to 413.40. Leave it there. Leave it there. That's close enough. You see before when I drew these lines, what happened? I told you it was going to go into a push, and that's exactly what it did. You could see it happening. So now I want to take this and I'm going to move it up to here. Watch. I want to get it right to 415.80. Ooh, I had it. 4. Okay. Let's leave it right there. And then I want to take this one and I'm going to activate this one. And tell you what, I can't really get it where I want it. So I'm going to put it to this point here. And I'm going to, it'll show the step. Now we're doing the active step. Okay. And then we're going to take the step from here. I'm going to go from boom right there and this way. And now you can see what's going on. Oh, shoot. Didn't work. Let's do it to the 13 again, right there. Okay, because we're on the 1 minute. I'm going to do the 13. I'm going to get rid of my left. So cancel my left. Really, do we need this line anymore? Let's see. Let's activate it. It just shows you that step up of what just transpired. So you can see we went a direction and now we pushed up even further. And what is happening here? We still have ascending here and ascending now, more ascending here. What does that mean? It means we pull back. We're going to pull back not as far as we started from before. Okay, so a pullback should be no further back than 415, 55, 60. Okay, and we're going to push forward. We're looking at 416. All right. So truthfully, I'm going to make this right now because I don't know how far it's going to go. And I'm going to make this 416.25 at the moment. But I know if AK was here, he'd say we'd be pushing to 416.50. All right. And I want to get rid of this. Get that. And let's pull it down a little bit. There we go. And you can see we're still pushing. We're still pushing. Look at this. Right? So where's our next step? Where's our resistance now? 416. There you go, right there. It's a little higher than we're at, but that's where we're headed right now. Is 416. Does this make sense? How all traders think. Oh, this price is going up. Let's watch the market. This trend is holding. I'm going to save this. So for right now, I'll take this and I'll put this into my stock photos and save it. There you go. It's cute. I told you so. You what? What the heck? Ooh, they used the word hell. More crazies who are going to get taken to the cleaners. I love it. Only Deck would come up with that. I don't know where we got that from. So anyway, there's a good lesson here on knowing how to make trend lines, where to make your trend lines from, okay? Understanding where you're coming from, why you're doing what you're doing, all right? That one there, activate it a little, one more time. Oh, shoot. I think it's trend line 70. All right. Just up slightly. I like perfection. All right, so you can see, I don't even need this line anymore, truthfully. I don't need this line. All right, I can actually take this away. But if everything changes, and here there's a little adjustment now. Always try to, oh shoot. Always try to push up first so it doesn't take the whole line. And now bring it back. There's a 13. That's where I wanted it. Okay? Another high, 416.86 just now, 1 minute ago. The reason I left this line is this. If I extend to the right, you can see how far up we just pushed. I wish I could do a semicircle type of line here, which gives you an arrow direction. You need to make a tool like that. But you can see if that's where we were going, and here's the angle now. We're pushing up, and this is all still in an ascending. So it shows you we are still pushing up, and I love this because it tells you when we're coming to the actual. I can tweak it and tweak it and tweak it. I bring it to the bottom of that line, and that's why it's going to get to the point. If it gets any further, I can eliminate this inner line. I don't need that any longer. Or I can just get rid of it. Really don't need it. Remove that drawing. So we're here to the tip. There you go. You see this? You see the squeeze coming. You see it's going to come. Can you all see that? Do you see how beneficial this is to a new trader? to say to himself, you know what? I need to start doing this. So I can see. I can actually see it in front of me, what's going on. It's a beautiful thing, and it works. All right, wrong one. I need, give me this for a second, and give me this. I'm still looking at IMP. IMP has pulled back. So I didn't do, I don't have support and resistance on it. But if I was going to put support and resistance on, I would say we have 325 support on IMP with resistance at about 365. It's pulling back. I think it might have hit its load for the day. I'm going to take out. I'm going to remove that drawing there. Let me go take a look at Tesla for a second. When I put it in orange, that's Meta. Let's try lilac. That's IMP. Brown, Tesla. Tesla looks very similar to IMP at this moment. It's right at the resistance point of 174. We're at 173.85. 173.85 and 173.85 with 173 support on Tesla. It's not really doing much at the moment. It's been a consolidation now for about let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 20 minutes. Just really consolidating. Okay, back to trade. Oh, I don't want that. Charts. I don't use this. There's 6 other charts in the other one. Afternoon. AFET Arnoon. And this guy's from Florida. He lives near me. The Nays. He lives near me. He was probably hanging out on Fort Lauderdale Beach drinking cocktails. Or eating chewables. How many people here, you don't have to tell me, eat chewables? You know, those chewables, those tetrahydrosyl, whatever it's called, THC chewables. Actually, I could use 1 or 2 of those for my back right now. I took a flop yesterday. I was cleaning something on the floor, and I had used double-faced tape to hold something down. So I pulled it back to get all the dust out of there, and I was using mineral spirits to bring the tape and the mineral spirits can. I knocked it over my foot. And then when I got up, though I couldn't see the liquid, it's very clear, and I took a flying right on my back. I landed on my ass, really hurt my back. So, and I had mineral spirits all over, and then I cut my toe. Boom, it was about 4 o'clock yesterday. See, when I stop here, I don't stop. I go back to work in the house or eBay. I'm always doing something. I don't stop. I'm a go-getter. You know what I mean? I have too much energy. That's probably why I spend as many hours as I do in here. Okay, see, now we're going to a parallel. Okay, I'm going to try to bring this back to, let's take this one here. I want to bring it back to the bottom. Yeah, there you go. And then I want to take this one. I want to activate it. Bingo, right there. Okay, so now you can see what's happening. We still have it, okay? We still have it where they're going to join together eventually. But the squeeze got wider, and there it's starting to move. So now we got a platform here, 415.50. And I can tell you that 415.50 now is my support. See, I can see my support at 415.50. And we can see now, really, we're at 415.85. I'm going to put this in here and it's going to go right past it. It usually does. I'm going to bring that down. And there you can see is our support and resistance. And you can see our squeeze pattern. So we know if it gets to here, you want to go long. If it gets up here and it starts to come back to go on the second little red, if it's small like this, if it comes down, boom, go in, go down. You can see, and that one was fast. You may not have even gotten in. That's what you want to do. You want to see if it gets past this resistance line, then we get to the next level. Make sense? Does this make sense to anybody in here? Tell me, you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm doing it right or wrong? I'm not going to throw you out. You're entitled to your opinion. Obviously, you're still here, sitting here listening. It's not a way that other people have done this. Okay, this is the way I do it. Okay, and there's no right or wrong way. The only right thing is the results that you get at the end of the day. That's the right thing. So if you can utilize parts of what I'm giving you, if you can utilize all what I'm giving you, if you can utilize some of what I'm giving you, that's all that matters. I set people up a lot of times with chart systems, and I give them a basic of what I use, and they come back 3 months later and go, hey, this is what I turned this into. And I don't say, hey, why did you change it? What's wrong with you? No, this is my way is not the only way. It's just a way. Take the A way, you can take the K way, you can take the D way. D way is the deck way, the cush way, the AK way, the active way. Take the active steps. We all have a different way of doing things, but hopefully the result is the same. Okay, whatever's easiest. Sometimes it's hard to understand Kush with his alert systems. A lot of people just don't get it, and I understand why. But you know what? He understands perfectly, and it works for him. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Okay, unless he sat down with you and did one-on-one with you. But who's going to spend $1,500 for one-on-one? You know what I'm saying? Hercules. Thank you. Thumbs up. More coffee. That's the end of the coffee. The coffee era has ended. Let me get some water. Oh. And a few more cough drops. Maybe another half a pill. One pill makes you larger. One pill makes you small. But the ones that mother gives you won't do anything at all. So tell Alice till she's 10 feet tall. There you go. Water. And a half a pill to make me feel better. Well, I take a half a pill, it makes me feel better. Makes me talkative. No, I'm just kidding. I am on pain management for my back, and I never abuse what the doctor gives me. I don't give them out either, but if you want one, they're $25 each. Just kidding. They're not for sale. I need every one I got. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. That SPY's not moving right now. IMP's not moving right now. Nothing. We just got a little time out. Usually at 2 o'clock. Sometimes it's like 10 o'clock. You get that little 1 second boom, and it's over. But we didn't get that today. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening here. Anybody have any questions about anything I've gone over or anything you want me to look at right now? I think I'm going to continue to take the rest of this week off without trading, and I think I'm going to start trading back again on Monday. Just see what happens. I'm enjoying myself. I'm not stressed out. I'm not trying to. And a lot of times I don't trade. I'll tell you the trade I'm in after I get in because of the time factor. I think it's irresponsible for me to try to trade live with you when I don't have Webinito. And he never supplied it to me, nor would I pay for it. I'm just not putting money out for something I'm not really getting paid to do. I give my time free, 3-4 hours a day. That pill, by the way, Hercules, looks like a tetracycline. I used to give it to dogs. I worked in the kennels as a kid. We had to give tetracycline to dogs. Keep them, believe it or not, to young puppies. Yeah, look at the volume button just popped up on my, you can't see it, on my Tesla. So I got this one, does have a volume button. Let me see which one this is. I'm going to change it on the other one. Hold on. Come on. There we go. I have ThinkScript 921. And this one here is new study 5200 and 0. 5200 and 0. Let's see what I got up here. Let's see, 50. Oh, right there, it's got the red, red, red. So there is three. I saw volume on my bottom one, 5200 0. What is this one? Think script. 50. Ah, see? It's 50. I changed it. Let's see. Think script. I can't tell which one it is. If it's the one or the... There is a way of telling here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. That's not it. 50. That's not it either. Let's take those two out. 1, 2. That's all. It's not that one. That's it. That's the one right there. Let's see. If I put that one in. No, that's the same as the one above. That's the same one. There is another one. Let's see what this one is. Nope, that's another exponential one. Huh. Yes, no, no, not that one. Where'd that go? Oh, that's down there. I don't know what that is. 50. I think I rewrote it. That's why I can't find it anymore. I rewrote one of them. I'll have to rewrite it. It's 5200 and 0. If I can rewrite it, there it is, that one, 13. I can take out a 13. So what you want to do is you go down to this one, and it says, select the create, import. Is it create? Let's see, undo, options, that's not it. There's one of them where you can actually, here it is, edit the sources. So here, you see what I'm talking about? You take out the length 2, remember, and bring it up, 1350, 200. I don't remember what it was. Hold on 1 second, and then I'll open up my page. It was 50, oh, it's just 5200 and 0. 5200 and 0. So we take this out. I don't need the 13. So I take this out. Watch this, 200 and 0. I save as a new script. And I'll call it, what should I call it? Let's call it 50 underscore 200. And let's go one further. Underscore 0. And I made my own script. And say OK. And where is it? There it is. So I want to take this one out. And temporarily, I'm going to take out, I'll have to find it later. I'm going to take this one out. Watch this. Boom. And I hit apply and enter. There you go. See, there's the volume. And there's the rest of it. See, I added the volume. I rewrote my own script. And now you can see the volume per candlestick. All right. So when I go here, the only problem is, oh, it does work. Wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. You see, it's only this last candlestick. That's why I took it out. If I want to go to, there you go. You see where it says volume on the top? Right, I can't see it. That's why I took it out. Because this thing pushes it over. There you go. So if I go here, it shows 171. That one shows 69. This only shows the last candlestick, and that's why I didn't like it. That's why I took it out. But it shows you, it makes it easy because you can't see it what the last candlestick is. But there's your 50 to 200. I got 50 twice in here. These are the same. I can't say it. Oh, it's 13. I thought I got rid of the 13 on that, didn't I? 13 EMA. Exponential. I don't need that. So how do I change that? It was this one here. Uh-oh. I lost something. I took something else out. Let's take that back out. What did I lose? My 9 and 21 is gone. Okay, so that one I can find. Think, and that would be, nope, wrong one. Be this one. 9 and 21 exponential. There we go. There you go. I still got this one in, and now I got my cloud back. The cloud should be in here, even though it's not up there. 415.86. We're at 415.08 already. Well, that's some pullback. That was some pullback, right? And that's going to take away my upper target. That's going to take away my upper target. I don't think we're ever going to hit it. I'm going to take it out. How do I get that out of there now? How do I get that out? Which one was this? Moving exponential day 5200 0. Day 5200 and 0. I don't like this one. Day. Think. See, you have to play around with them. 0. Why is it red? Let's take that one out. Let's try it. See if it'll work. Doesn't work. It's corrupted. It's no good. No good. Help, I lost my thing scrubbed. I did write the other one. Where's my new one? Think. How do you get rid of them? Delete. Yeah, delete it. I don't want that extra volume in there. I gotta get rid of it. It's gonna burn me. It's not gonna work. Something's not working right. I lost it. 13 0. What the heck is that? 13 0. That's my exponential. Okay, I lost my top part for now. I don't want it that way. I know I had it saved. I think. You know what? I got a way to do it. Okay, I got a way to do it. Watch this. I can skin a cat. Okay, perfect. There you go. I'm the active trader. Don't mess with me. I know what I'm doing. Okay, activate trend line on the 1 minute. See, now we have a downward, okay? We'd have to bring it to here, all right? We'd have to activate this now and bring it right to the high of the day. Boom, to about there. That's probably about right. And we want to get rid of the right extension. Remove right extension. Then what we would need to do here is go back into here and bring this down like that. So what we want to do now is we want to remove left extension to trend line 70, and then we'd have to bring a new one up to here. So what we would see at this point, let's come from the bottom. I need to do a 3 minute, and let's do it from there, right on the bottom there. One thing I have to do, I put a new chart in here, so I got to open this up for a second. Oh, it's on 1. Okay. All right, so there's your bottom. Oh, there's your bottom tail right there. Here we go. It gives you a whole new squeeze pattern. Actually, I don't like to do it when it crosses over. All right, I'm going to remove that and take it from here. There you go. Okay. And we can remove the left so you know exactly where it's coming from. 3 minute. And I'm going to take off my lower target also. Too far away. I could always build another one. And don't forget to put the hand back. All right. Now, we have 415.85 was our resistance. Okay, that's perfect. And then we're going to put down our support now. Get that down to 415. Take a look at 50. And put that right about there. And now we have new support resistance. And we're right on the 13. But remember, the stock is still bullish at this point. I'm sorry about all that garbage I had to do to get rid of that thing. I was just trying it. That's why I never liked it. Because I don't like the fact that it only tells me with here, I can look up there. I can look up here. What I'd like to do, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, and one day I'm going to, I want to get them to rewrite my script in here where I can change it. There's got to be a way we can get in here and see this writing in here? Watch when I open it. Yeah, I'll show you. I saw it for a second. Or there it is. You see that? There's got to be a way where you can go into the program and just move the part that shows the actual volume. See the volume there? I want the volume instead of there. I want it in the beginning. I want it changed so I can see it. I hate it over there. And I would be so much happier because then I have to always make this bigger or smaller to get me to do it. Or I've got to just take out the active trader and just make my thing bigger. What I could do, all right, which I might end up doing, is I might devise, because I like the level 2. I don't really use that much anymore, not with here if I'm doing stocks. But what I might do, and I like the time and sales. I do use this. It's a great tool. Let's see if I can move it over a little bit. I don't know. What I might do is build in a second chart and have 2 charts. So I can have SPY there and let's say Tesla to the right of it. I could do that. I can build one. The fact is, I don't know if I can build it in here. I have to build it from scratch, which I can do. I'll just go to my flexible grid, and then I can rebuild it in there. I have others in flexible grid. I think I have one built already, but that's what I'm going to do, is bring it in. And then I don't have to worry about Tesla going back and forth. I can have Tesla on one, pretty much like Kush does. And I'll have 2 in 1, 2 charts. And I'll be split. That'll be enough chart anyway, right about there. What do you think, guys? I'll have the exact setup on both sides. And you can also do it for 3 and 5 minutes. You know, you can do 1 minute and 3 minute. You can do 3 and 5. I have another one that has 3 charts below. But my problem is that my monitor is not that big, especially my top one doesn't have high definition. So if I get a new monitor eventually, which is what I want to do, maybe when DEC gives us a new program and I know it's working right, what I'll do is get another monitor, a little bit larger with high definition. Then I'll be able to cut it up and then you'll be able to see it perfectly. Then depending on how good your monitor is what you'll be able to see or not. But the fact is I am able now, because of my bottom one here, I'm able to give you high definition. And that's what we're on right now, is high def. Let's see, where is my, here we go. Yeah, I'm still on high definition. And you know what? I haven't thrown off once today, which is fantastic. Knock on wood. Everything's been good. So I guess I could leave the active trader off for right now. I could even widen this a little bit. Just for now, I don't need it that big. Really don't need it that big. I just need it useful. It's just here. See, taking it in and taking it out. I don't like the chart this big anyway. I really would like 2 charts in there. In fact, but this setup here doesn't allow you to put 2 charts on it. You can't do it on this setup. I have to make one, which I can do. It's easy enough. I can do it. Maybe by tomorrow, see how I feel. How are we all doing today? Well, good? How's it going over there on YouTube? I'm watching all this craziness here. I love the setup, looking like pro trading room number 1. Wow, thank you very much, Maria. And question, it's the famous John Carter. Yes, T-Team Squint, that is correct. And Maria, would you be able to share the script for the scanner so I can have it with my Thinkorswim? Absolutely. Maria, are you still here? If you are, Maria, go to studies and watch what I do. Okay, go to the top there. All you do if you want to add in, somebody asked me a question in YouTube, you just go to the top, open up your studies, type in here under study, TTM, and it'll open up and double click on the squeeze and the scalper alert. What you won't have is the pro. I have the pro. So you see the squeeze pro, you'll have the squeeze, but not the squeeze pro. They're both very good. If you learn how to use that and get in touch with me one day, I'll show you how to get the pro for about $100. Okay, well worth it especially when you learn how to use it. All right. Let's see. I actually got it from Adrian. He was here right now and being very quiet. I don't think he said hello today, but I can see he's parked in the room. So, good afternoon, Adrian. He's my brother, different mother. My button's not working. I have a caps lock button that lights up. It stopped lighting. So what do I do? It stopped lighting up. So I can't tell when it's on caps or not. All right, you got that? And if you want, you can just go back to the tape and back it up a little and watch it again. All right, so you've got that. Sorry I didn't answer you sooner. I don't always watch YouTube. I have to change out of my Tradecaster to see it. I only have 3 monitors. I need a 4th monitor for that. Eventually one day I'd like to get 2 more 27s or 227s on the top. I only have 23s, I think. I don't know what these are. Heck are these anyway? Let's see. Corner to corner. They're not that big. Let's see. These are 23s. Yeah, 23 and a half. All my monitors are 23 and a half. I need 27s. 27s will automatically give me high definition and big enough for what I want. But I really wanted 2 Curvex on the top. On my microphone, I'll just move. I can move it somewhere else, so I can really utilize it differently. And I'll build a different carrier on top. I built this board thing that holds my monitor. So for some of you who don't know what my setup looks like, let's see. I think I have something in my computer. Is this it? No, that's not it. Somewhere on my desktop, I think I have my setup. Yeah, here it is. I do have it. So you can take a look, pretty much how I'm set up. It's not the best, but it works. I'm able to, so you can open that up and you can pretty much see all the garbage I have on the thing. But actually, the way it's set up now is exactly the way I put it back. The top left was on the bottom, and those monitors were switched. But that bottom one is an old, from 2015 Dell that works great. And it's so crystal clear. I love it. The top one is a TV. All right, it's an old Samsung TV from about 2012, I think. And the other one on the bottom right is another Samsung TV from about 2015. My wife wanted it to work. So I use 2 TVs. So I can actually now change that one on top and just put the TV on if I want to watch. So all I do is hit the HDMI button and I should have, let's see. There we go, I'm on TV. I'm watching, it's not even cable and it's crystal clear. So it's pretty damn good. Okay, I'll put it back to HDMI. This one's a TV too, but I don't have an antenna hooked up to it. That one's got a window antenna, and it's crystal clear. It really is crystal clear. And I have another 23 in the other room I could put up here, but it's just, And I have a setup on one computer that'll give me actually up to 6 monitors. I had 12, but I sold one of the cards. I bought a used computer for $550 and sold the card for $300. So the computer cost me $250. I've had it about 4 years. It was an old gamer. Guy used it for Forex. Works perfectly. Works perfectly. I just had to change. There's a battery on the board I had to change out. My date was being lost, so now the dates are fine. I would lose the date and I'd have to sync it in. Now since I put a new battery in, that's all it took. Okay, let's tweak this out a tiny bit. Watch this, okay? Let's activate this. We're going to pull this down and just move it up a little bit right there. And then we're going to take this one, do the same, activate it. I want to kind of make it clearer. There you go. And let's move it up like that. Want a 3-minute? There you go. I feel like I lost some color in here. That must be the cloud. It is. See the cloud? The cloud came back. There's your cloud. It's a 9 and 21. That's a free Thinkswim. Think That's a Think script I give away for free. It's the 9 and 21, and I give away this for free too. I can't see the red one on mine. Can you see it on yours? Yeah. Wish I could do a better red. I know I wrote the program once and I rewrote it perfectly and it worked. I tried it here, it doesn't work. I think you got to take it out, write it on the outside, and then bring it back in and it'll work. So, Adrian's not talking to me. And I also hate me. I don't like to be too big. Hello! That's the active trader? My God, I didn't know he was that old. See the room? There's a lot of shit going on. Guitars on the walls. There's art. The bed's behind me. Big TV there. My hats when I used to go out there and be a country boy. Yeah. That's my life, folks. Okay, that's good. I don't like to really make it about me. I know you can see AK really well. You can see Iggy. Not bad for 68 years old. Huh? What do you think? I still got the mind of a 38-year-old. Ask that girl that just walked by on the beach. No, I'm just kidding. But I do try to keep it fresh. You know, I try to keep active. And I need to start walking again. I haven't been out of this apartment in a while. Actually, other than to go to Costco or Walmart. I haven't been anywhere in weeks. I'm forgetting what the real world is like. And TT Life heading to work. Sorry to hear that, but have a blessed day. Listen, if you love what you do, you'll never do a day's work. You know, but you call it work, then obviously you got no choice. You got to do what you got to do. That's just the way it is. What's this button on the other side? One is clearer than the other? I don't even know. I know this button. I wanted the professional, but that's what I got. It was a gift from my son. Tomorrow, boot camp will be on trend lines, how to find them, place them, and trade them. Where's he been? I've been showing people that for every day. How to place your trend lines. Why? But he uses a different trend line too. He uses one trend line and sticks with it, okay? So you can go back, let's say on DEX, and you see, if I want to get rid of this real quick, and then if I want to go to, let's say, even 5 days, and then if I put some sort of trend line, I can go back in my days, and I can say, well, you know what? If I put my trend line, where is this? Where's my resistance? Leave it there, 415.85, and then I can go back and say, you know what? But if we could go to, there is 413. There's no highs higher than that. There's my lines above. You see them? Everything has been below. So what it shows me is 414.72 with a 408 bottom. All right, there's a long way this can drop if something really happens. You know what? We had some movement today. Let's go back to 5 minutes. I hate the 5 minutes at this time of the day because it looks like there's no day left when really there's an hour and a half. So that's why I try to keep it fresh, keep it 2 minutes, 3 minutes. There we go. This line's off a little. I would actually activate this and bring it instead. See, the high is not giving us what we want. Right there. It's a little bit better. Just a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. We're tweaking out. And then here, edit trend line 73. There you go. That's a whole day on that one. Bingo. So you can see the squeeze downward. You remember before how everything was up, up, up triangle? Now it's down, down. This is just a bottom trend, but there's your down. You can see we were up, then across was some consolidation in here. All right, not much really going on. And at this point, you can see we really don't need this anymore, this line. There's no really reason for it. It just showed you on the way up where it was and how we got there, okay? If I went for the whole day, all right, I could take a 5 minute and I'd say, but really, would it help us? Really, would it do anything? Just to show you what it looks like. If I did a daily trend, all right, I would come from here where we first started off our day, right there. And I'd bring it to there on the high of the day, right? Which would be 415.86. I just have to look to the right and it'll show me where I'm at. Bingo. Come on. 88, 83. It's very hard sometimes to get that exact. I'll just take the 88. All right. And now if you look from where we are here, because the bottom of our day would not give us a whole, we couldn't see it. So we have to take a location, the furthest location where we could see the whole thing. Now you could see we're in a different squeeze area, okay? If you take your daily from today to where we're at now, take this off, because that shows you downward, all right? Let's remove that. You see there's still a squeeze. It looks like we're still squeezing up, and we could. Unlikely, but you can see it. Activate, it's always a trend line. That's how I know which one I'm going to. Spread apart a little further, and I like to leave it right there under the 13th. All right, so you can see there's my whole daily, and then I can take this to remove my left, so you know exactly where I started from. But from here, all right, if I wanted to cross over a little bit and say, well, it's changed direction, all right? If it's changed direction, then I'd have to come from, let's say, here or here. All right, I can't really get it from here, because that's going to give me a straight across like my resistance line. But here I can get it from here. And if I do this, then what does it show me? Right? And I'm going to take off my left line, left extension, right? And that's what we were looking at. That's what I had before that I took out. So we got to this step. If you want, we could do this and say, you know what? Let's take this, activate the drawing, and I can't bring it a little further over. That's the problem. Let's see if I bring it right about there. I could. Let's do it right to about there. And let's get rid of right extension. There you go. So you can see we have a step up the whole day. And then when we get to the high of the day, we start to step down. So now we have descending and just our trend line. This has nothing to do with it. Our trend is still up because it's higher than it was for the day. But what we're really looking at is our top trend line, which is showing us exactly what's going on. And we started, this is where the reversal. And so if I looked here and I go look now at, let's say, if I go look at even my 1 hour, what's it going to show me? See, it's coming down. And if I go to the 15 minutes, it should show me slight reversal. See? And if I look at the 10 minutes, same thing. It should show me reversal. They're all going to show me reversal. Even the 5 minute should show me reversal, which it does. There's a slight reversal here. But if I go to the 1 minute, it'll show me more consolidation. You see? See how it's consolidating here? Even if I push this up a little, you see it shows slight reversal, but there's consolidation in here. So it stopped after hitting a high point, which is here. Remember, we're on this is a 1 minute now. So let me take this hand off here for a second so I can move this. All right, there you go. And if I push this up a little bit, just to give us direction. All right. So you can see now, there's our trend, but there's the change right there. And if I just want to edit this one more time, just a little bit, one more time, just bring it down. There we go. You know me, I'm a freakazoid. I got to have everything just right. And then here, same thing. Activate this. Let's bring it a little closer and bring it down. Bam, right to the top of that bar. You don't have to be exact. You just need a good idea of where you're going. See, I could actually take this. Let's see if it'll work. I can see it now on the 5 minute. I couldn't see it before. See, right there? I can see it. So you can actually do it. And one more time, push it up a little bit. You see it now? And then the same thing for this. So if we take this one and activate, it should be 72. There we go. And bring that right where it belongs to there. I can see it lining up. And now get rid of the right. Remove, cancel to the, no, not extend. There is none. Okay, there it is. So it's off a tiny tinge, but you get the idea, right? I know you're like me, you like it just right. I'm the same way. There you go. Pretty close. So you can see we were going up all day. We were going up, 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 and then all of a sudden we hit that higher day. But if I did it from the high right here, I wouldn't have been able to get past there. That's why I needed to move over to this next one, which was pretty much the same as over here. It wasn't exactly, it was probably 85, 84, which is close enough. You only have to be, but you can see what's happening here. We're pulling down and down and down, and then you would just take this one here now, and you would just, ooh, can't find it, there it is. Always bring them a little closer, and then bring it down to the bottom of the line. So you can see what's happening now. We're descending, we're descending, we're descending, we're descending, and our trend is pulling down, 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 okay? I could make another line from here to here if I wanted to, all right? It would work. You could actually do this and say, all right, I can make another step from right here to right there. See, Deck never does this, and I'll leave it right on top of my 13. You see what's happening here? So here, let's say here on this one, let's see if I do this, activate it, I can bring this in right to the top, right there. And then I get rid of the right extension. I know it looks like it might be a lot of work, but it's really not. And here, I get rid of my left. All right, so you see what's happening? Step up, step, step down. And this, my friends, is the active steps with the active trader. And this is what I've come up with, and it works. And if you keep up with this, you have an idea of direction and squeeze pattern. Look what's happening here. We've hit the trend. It stopped here. There's my squeeze up. If I don't get past there, good time to do the put, okay? But be careful. We are at 415, 2021. It could shoot right up right now. And that's what it looks like it's going to do. And if it does, now I can adjust this a little bit, okay? I know it seems like a lot of work, but it's not, all right? But let's say this line here, watch. If this one here was extended to the right, you can see the difference of where it came down at this point to even here. If this gets back up to here, then I'll just get rid of this line. I'll get rid of this bottom one. It's so easy to put a trend line in. I mean, all you got to do is go here to drawings, and right now I'm changing it. If you want to put in upper targets or lower targets, is here. If you want to do a Fibonacci, you can go right here. You just hit that button, right? And I can go to Fibonacci and go, okay, let's say 485, 86. I'll never get exact at this, not on 1 minute. I'd have to go to about 3 minutes to get it exact. But I can go from here, let's say 80. Oh, I got it. And then pull it down to my bottom right there. So in a time zone right now, there's my Fibonacci. And it shows me the percentage here, okay? If I extend it to the left, it'll start and show me my percentage points here. So if I get down to a certain percentage and I think it's going to pull back, that's 0 now. I probably would do it the other way around. But you see, there was the high where we could have hit. If it went over 415.75 and stayed, we would have been looking at, remember I said before 416.50? Look at that. Fibonacci tells me right on to the penny. 416.50. That's why I'm telling you, I did Fibonacci for so many years, and I was able to call them out where it was going to go. And people say, how do you do that? Well, that's how I did it, okay? Using a conglomeration of, it's really Bollinger Bands mixed with Keltner channels, which is probably a little more than you understand. But if you went in here, you could actually add a Bollinger Band, okay? There's your Bollinger Bands right there. Or you could put in a Keltner channels. And a mixture of those two together, let's see, hold on, Keltner channels. And it's probably something else too. And that's what, what's his name came up with, John Carter. And that's how he built, between the Keltner and the Bollinger Bands, he made the scalper alert. And that's where it came up and gave you all those arrows, telling you, and he also built in more. It's more than just that, but it also takes in microseconds the algorithm in of how many people are buying, to how many people are selling, to how many people are shorting, to how many people, and it's done so quick. You know, that's AI. That's actually artificial intelligence figuring that out in a split in a split millisecond. You know, so it could get a little confusing. If I was going to do this, truthfully, let's remove this Fibonacci for a second, and let's go for a 5 minute. Okay, and if I was going to do the whole day. Do I got my whole day? I do. Okay, and I want the low of the day. I need that. So my low of the day is 348.11. That's not right. This isn't correct. Hold on a second. I got to refresh this. Got to change. There it goes. Okay, 410.64. So I would go to 410.64. Let's see, we're going down now. So let's take this to 4. Oh, perfect. And then I would go up to 4. 1580. I don't know if I'll get this exact. I can't get it. Not on this minute chart. I can't get it. I'll do 88. But if I do this now, 0%, if I was going to short, now if everything's going down and I want to short a stock, I know. See the 410.64? If you remember earlier, I told you we can go down as far as 410. I doubt that we will, but at 78%, we're looking at 411.75. We could drop that low. There's enough room for it to go down. Now, would it? Probably not. Probably not any further than 413 if it drops. And the reason is because that's the VWAP, and I think they would hold it there. Traders can control that as they need to. But you learn when you get to, let's say, if you were going the other way and it's going to switch around to 23%. But let's say we were going the other way, then we would do it exactly the opposite. Okay? Let's get rid of the Fibonacci from there, and let's start from the top of 4. Let's use the 83. And the 410, what was it, 64? I think that's where it was. So right there. And then I extend it to the left. All right, because then it'll give me my numbers out of the way. And you can see the numbers are always there. So I can bring it a little closer, and you can see if we drop down a 40% retraction, then I know I want to definitely go in and go the other way, okay? As long as we're not continuously dropping because of something that's happening in the news or something like that. But if there was just a pullback, all right, the pullback to here would be what percentage? So here we got 60 and 30 is about a 40%. From 78 is almost a 40%. There's almost 35 to 40% pullback. I would want to go forward. That's why I'd say that the VWAP is probably my bounce point right here. Only something dramatic would make this go any lower than that. But right now I'm not using the Fibonacci, and we're just watching the charts. But you have an idea how you can do it. It's pretty cool stuff. You can learn a lot. Okay, there's a lot to learn. And if you think you know everything, boy, you don't know anything. It's the person who tells me they still got a lot to learn that I have all the respect. I don't care how good a trader, because there's so much more to learn when it comes to stock trading. But you know what? You got to be careful. I've told you this many times. It's like a carpenter. He wears a tool belt, okay? But he's not going to put a sledgehammer, a big, heavy 50-pound sledgehammer on his belt. He's got too many tools, all right? It's not for that job. The carpenter's not going to do major breakdown with a tool belt. It's just not going to. He's going to use the tool that he needs. So sometimes we can have too many tools and try to depend on too many tools. You find a few tools that work for you and stick with them. That's really the way. That's why I tell you, you take my charts and you change them to work best for you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's great that you're taking the initiative to say, you know what, I can make this better for me, okay? What may work for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. I watch Kush all the time, and I just don't. I've even tried his alert systems. It just didn't work for me, okay? But it works for him, and he's a great trader. I'm not saying he's wrong, and I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying that it's different for different people. What really counts is the end result, you know? I watch Deck, and it's like, you know, I listened to him in the beginning when he talked about options, and I just want to pound the wood and say, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about. He really didn't in some aspects. And he didn't do as well. He lost money with options. You know, he made money and lost money, but he didn't do really well. But the other day, he was shorting stocks again. He went back to where he feels the most comfortable, and the guy's got a knack for it. That's what he should stick with. He should stick with what he does best, and that's shorting stocks. He can go long, when long is called for, when you have a super mover, a supernova, whatever you want to call it. You know, that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is, but his strong point, and I watched Deck. I've been here 5 years, and I've seen Deck where he was told how to short stocks. He was told to use Lightspeed, and he wouldn't touch them. Now he loves them, okay? But I'm telling you, he was told how to short stocks, and he was a long person. He never shorted stocks. And then one day he started and he caught on. And let me tell you something. He caught on good because the truth is he's good at it. You know, it's a lot of people just don't like the fact that you got to buy those shares, whether you're going to use them or not. Okay. But I've seen him every time he buys them, because he tells us when he doesn't tell us every time when he buys it, but he's smart. He's watching his scanners in the morning. And what he's doing is he sees, like I watch I use Benzinga. He might use another one. There's about 15 of those type companies out there. I just like Benzinga. but he watches the morning what's going on with stocks, and he knows. Just like before, I ran the scanner and I said IMPP, whatever it is, what was it? IMMP, and look, and then the minute I put it on the board, the freaking thing took off. But I missed the whole morning part because I wasn't watching stocks. I was watching Tesla and I was watching, Nvidia and watching the optionable stocks. Not and that and IMMP is an optionable stock. Doesn't mean I would play it as an optionable stock. For right now, I'm going to take off. I'm going to remove this extra extension so it doesn't get as confusing for all of you. So you can see my active steps, and you can see how again we went up, we stepped down, and we stepped even down again, and we're still further down. And the only thing I will right now is I will adjust this a little further. What this does is it shows you that cross shows you the squeeze, okay? And it's important to know because if you look at the direction that you're going, all right, I'm going to leave it on the 13 right there. There's a 13 because the 13 is a bounce point up, and then our trend line is the bounce point down. As the trend bounces lower, then we know. Right now I can see a shadow. All right, there's a lower shadow, which means that about what was the price there? And let's bring this down a little lower. I got 75, 415. I'm going to make it 414.75. Okay, because that would be the next step down right there. And that's where it pushed, you see, there and there. All right, 414.75. Just remember, 25, 50, 75. Once you get past $10, then you're going on 25 cents. Actually, 8.75. And you can look. Deck's got a really good video. You will not find it on the internet. I think he made it up. And just like I made up the active steps, he made up the 8.75 rule, and it works. He's proven time and time again that works. So go find the video in there and watch the 8.75 rule and what it means, and you can learn something. Some of you already have watched it, and you agree. Okay. Sometimes we find things in life that is different. Doesn't mean because you figure out something different that nobody else has ever spoken about or talked about that it's not good. You're thinking out of the box. That's what you got to learn to do. Is to think out of the box. I don't know how I came to this design. It was about 6 months ago. I started doing and playing around. I go, this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm not guessing as much anymore. I was guessing which direction or using Fibonacci to tell me where it could go. If the stock starts here and it goes to here, if it gets to here, it can go to here, here, and here. But if it doesn't go here, it's going to pull back to here, here, and here. And it showed me in percentages the pullback points, which was different than looking at it 25, 50, 75. It gave me almost exact because it takes back with the Bollinger Bands and the Keltner channels. It looks back into history. It gives me an approximation that's more exact than the way we were doing it. We're just guessing steps, which is sometimes very right, okay? If I look here and look where my going up points for my support or my resistance is, and I go back in here, well, we don't see it today because it wasn't, we went up today. So really, you're not going to see it there. But what the dust telling me is we can get back down to here very easily, go back to 412.50, or we could just bounce to the 413.50, now 412.50. See, that's about 412.50. This is 413.50, 35, right there at the VWAP. Okay, right now we're still holding. We're still holding gains for the day. We were higher, but we're only talking within $1. That's not very much when you're talking about the SPY, because the SPY can move $1 in 10 minutes or less. So, does this make sense to everybody? We good? Good lesson? Should I stick around a little longer? What do you think? Or should I call it a day? Should I call it a week? No, I got one more day. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This Friday, I do have a doctor's appointment. That's my monthly for pain management. And I'll be in Boca Raton at 11 o'clock. Let me see. I think it's 11:15. I usually try to make it the same time. Once a month, I tell the girl when I want to be in there. Let's calculator. Let's see. Here we go. 19th. See? Dr. Burrows. Right there on my calendar. Dr. Burrows. It'll tell you right there. 11:45. So I could even open up a little bit. No, I'm not going to open here, but I can go online. 11:45. So I won't be back for the afternoon. I'll go do my thing. This call, block call. I put my should I answer in, and it's blocking all these calls. I love it. not being bothered by these bot calls. Half of them I try calling them back, and the number doesn't exist anymore. I hate that. So, Should I Answer is a great program. It's free. They take donations, and you know what? It uses your contact list, and anybody that's not on your contact list, it'll let you know they called, but it won't make it ring, and I love it. And bot calls, people who leave, let's say, these stupid calls that they call up and they leave a message. If they're not in your contacts, won't even take the message. It opens the call and hangs up on them. You can set it up the way you want. You can take the message, not take the message, do whatever you want. Should I Answer? Great program. I've been using it for years. Free. Should I Answer? That's why a lot of times when I do one-on-one, I always tell you, give me your phone number, because once I put you in my contact list, then you can call me or text me. The other way, it'll get blocked. All right. Anybody who's looking for one-on-one, let me know. I still have a list of people to call back. I try to do 2 or 3 people on the weekend, or people after 4 o'clock for an hour. I charge in $50 an hour, which is more than reasonable. You'll always get more than the hour, believe me. And I don't talk about sports or my life or my wife or crypto. I don't talk about anything else other than what you want me to talk about. Okay. And if we do get off track for 5-10 minutes, then you'll get more than 15-20 on the backside. So. There's nobody here who's ever complained. I know there's one girl in here. She paid for 3 hours. We don't give refunds, but I do owe her some time. Actually, I gave her more than 3 hours anyway, but she wants, I'll talk to her again. Because I used to do it for years. I talked to 270 traders in here for the first, not the first year, but the next 3 years for free. I did it for nothing. And I'm not doing that anymore. My time is too valuable. And I did it because I love doing it and I love helping people. That's just who I am. That's the Christian in me, you know? And that's coming from a Jewish guy. A Jew for Jesus. Oh my God, a Jew for Jesus? Oh, you guys. Don't make me put the yarmulke on. Okay, you can see pretty much we evened off here. So what I'm going to do, watch this. I'm going to bring this down so I can find it. And then I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to extend it to the right. And you see how close it is? So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to remove this drawing here. All right, you see why I did that? I can activate this. And I'm going to pull this down, and I can bring it to where I want it, right there. So I don't need that extra line anymore. So if they get to that point where they start to touch each other, just get rid of one. And this is perfect. This is good. This other one should be a little higher. Let's say activate timeline 72. I think that's right. Perfect. Okay. There you go. Anybody know what type of angle this is? Is it acute? Is it an isosceles? Anybody remember from geometry back in the day? And if I bring a line down here, straight down, I'd have different triangles. See, there's your setup. Look at the triangle now. So different triangle setups. It's very good because here you can see there's a parallel. So there's a parallel here going until we hit that angle. And that angle gives us this, which shows us we are descending now. Remember before we were ascending, how this was meeting that way? We were ascending, and you could see each time that it was going to push up and push up. We saw that in the angles. Now we see this in the angle, and we see we're pushing down. And as we get to the end of the day, I think we'll see a little bit of a spike towards around right before 4 o'clock. And then we'll see a drop down. I think we'll see. And that's why today I said at the end of the day, remember, we took a vote. And if you look now at the poll, it says, will the SPY hit 415 and stay over that amount or drop? And I said drop. And there it is. And there's your drop. And where will it be at the end of the day? I think below. Hey, Deck. Deck's here. Shh. Don't say anything. Don't get political. Let's not talk about Claire anymore. Is Deck really here? Is he checking on me again? Deck can't even go as long as I go. He'll tell you. He ain't got the energy. He's got the muscles, but he ain't got the energy. Hey, Deck. When you come to Florida, you owe me another dinner. This time we're going to Ruth Chris. I'm going to show you a real steak. Or we can go to New York Prime in Boca. You can pick me up and go to Boca. go to some real good steakhouse. You can afford me. I'm worth it. Okay. Anyway, I think Deck, I don't know if he's going to be on live. I haven't been in his room for a while. Let's just see real quick. He's still doing boot camp 7, day 7 of boot camp. He's not in there. Any music? I can't stand that music. It makes me freaking nuts. Okay. He's still in the end of the day with the amazing live streams now live. Okay. Let me just see something. Are you? I asked him if he's live at 3. I'll find out right now, guys, if he's live. Okay, because I go off in 5 minutes. And I love Jackson down. Yeah, Boca great steaks. Yeah, Jack's. Oh, yeah, Jack's. I know Jack's. There's some great places in Boca Raton. Where all the money is. I used to have money. But I got taken to the cleaners. Let's see. He's not answering me. He's got 1999. Let's see. We're still dropping. Anybody want to predict end of the day? Where's their futures session? Right now? I don't think so. In the mornings. They're not. There's no futures trading right now. I don't believe. But you can go to Caesar 24, Snow. Where is their futures session? Reason and season. Right. The reason and Caesar. Exactly. That's just what I was going to get into. But the futures prop firm is still there now. And Next Era, what is he doing? Deck, are you going live? He hasn't answered me. I like Caesar the best, to be honest. That's just my opinion. I think he's a fantastic trader. And he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. I like him. He hasn't answered me, Deck. Active. No, sir. 100% done on the day, walking away with my profit. Good man. Okay, thank you, Deck. He answered me. Okay, hold on. Okay, that answers the question. He will not be live at 3. So you guys are on your own. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a new trader and you're doing options now, there is not much happening. Other than being in a put right now, I would be very careful. I wouldn't have to worry about theta at this point. Let me see my support level. I want to bring it down a little bit to 65. 62, 65. All right, 414 because it's dropping a little. I would be very careful right now. I wouldn't trade after 3 o'clock. Okay, I'm not even going to tell you. If you want to do contracts right now, there you go. There's your SPX contracts at $4. So you'd be at 41.55 for call, which you don't want to be in right now, or 41.50. If you're doing the SPY, okay, I don't really need this to do the SPY, but your SPY would be a 4.15 would be your call, 4.14 would be your put. They would both be on today's date. All right, as long as you stay that close, your theta is still in there. I would probably be more in the money. I'd be at 4.15, or here I'd be at 4.14. I would be in the money just so you have some theta left over in case it goes the other way. But I would not be trading right now. And Tesla, same thing. Tesla would be on the 19th. Tesla would be 175 or 172.50 on the put. All right, that's easy breezy pickings. And look at that right next to each other. And that's that for the options. And I have no upper or lowers right now. We're still bullish at this point, but still dropping very slowly or consolidating. I'd be careful at the last minute of the day. I think you might see a false breakout and then a pullback to about 413.50. So be careful. I could be wrong, but I just feel it in my blood. Okay. How do you play the strike price as far as getting out? The strike price changes when the stock goes against you. Stock price changes. The strike price changes when the stock price goes against you. If it goes against you, then I only worry about the delta. I get in the strike price. All right, a little product review. Okay, let's just take SPX. Right now, I always want to be one out of the money right there. So there my strike price is 41.50 is the put, and my call would be 41.55. If the put goes with me and the stock goes down, then my delta, this 42, will become 47, 48, 49, 50, 60. It'll start going up, and I'll start printing faster. If I pick the wrong trend and it goes against me, you're right, it's going to change. Then I'll end up 41.45, 41.40, and I'll end up with a lower delta, and my theta is going to run out on me too, very possibly. The higher this goes, you should be 2 to 3 times on your theta. Now we're already see how high it is because it's the end of the day and it's going to get even higher. But that's why you want to be a little bit closer into the money if you can afford it. If you can't, to just stay one out of the money or just at the money. There's a big difference. But if you stay right out of the money, you're fine. If the trend starts to go the other way, you should have a tight stop loss of about 5%. 5% on this would only be 15 cents, 15, 20 cents on your stock price times the amount of contracts. You shouldn't lose more than $75 to $150, depending on what you can afford to lose. So I worry about the delta more than anything else, okay? And we'll do maybe tomorrow, I'll go over and give a full lesson on how to pick the proper contract. Because it's really not that hard. You stop listening to some of these other people who tell you, theta, eating you up. If you do certain precautions, you don't have to worry about that, okay? I'm telling you, keep your eyes centered. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Everything's small and behind you. Look forward and look at the delta and look at what you could get paid. If it doesn't go your way, then you should have a tight stop loss if you're afraid. 5, 7, 10. Not of the stock price, but of the contract price. And I'll go over that with you tomorrow because right now it's 3 o'clock. It's time for me to say goodbye. I just want to welcome you all to the Power Hour because that's what it is the Power Hour. I just want you all to have a great day. Thank you for your support. And we'll see you tomorrow about the same time. I only opened up a little bit later today, only for the reason that Deck went longer with his thing, with his, what do you call that he's doing? What do you call that? He's doing that class thing. So I wanted to wait. And then, of course, we thought that Biden was going to say something special, which he didn't. So that's it. I have a nice day. Tesla's starting to try to pull up a little. SPY's doing the same thing right now. You can see we're pulled back to my line, my trend line. My support is still probably down about 50 now. Let's see, where am I at? 65. Let's leave it at 50. My last mark there at 50. And then you have this at, let's see, 415. Let's bring this down to about 25. Actually, maybe even 415. I don't think we're going to get past that. It's going to be very tight. You see? We might be as high as 415.10. All right. It could hit there one more time. You know, I told you, I expect a slight spike at the end of the day and then a big pullback. Like yesterday. I called it yesterday. I said 411, but it hit 410. So it actually went down even further than I called it. And that was at about 413. So I was right. And that's about it. So again, thank you all for your support. Thank you for those who give me support on YouTube. Please remember, if you're not a member, to subscribe. It's free. I don't charge you anything. This way you'll be notified. I got 677 subscribers. I'd love to see 680. So if 3 of you are not subscribed, please go in to the lobby. Okay? It's not far away. All you got to do is go to the lobby, go to my name, and just go up there and subscribe. If it says subscribed, I think it's in black. Just leave it alone. If it's in white, I believe you're not subscribed. Just click the button. It won't cost you a dime. All right? And for those of you that are on YouTube that are not in TradeCaster, I don't know why you're not in TradeCaster. We've got 10 or 15 people who do what I do in live streaming. That's all free to you. Some of them are not on YouTube, not free. They're not public. They're private. I can go private. May probably do so one day. But for right now, I am putting it out there because, you know what? I think that you should get a little taste of what's really happening on TradeCaster. And if you get one alert a month, if you get one alert a day from me, it's paid for your whole month. Okay? But you can get 1, 2, 3 good alerts from 10 different people. You could really be making a lot of money or losing if you're not careful. So remember, this is the only game in town that has major consequences if you're wrong. But if you're right, one guy made $400,000 today times what? 90%? Made $300 and something thousand. So let's keep it fresh. Look what's happening right now. We're going back up again. That's why eventually I said I really want to put this up to 425. I just think that's about where we're gonna get. Right there. Okay? But we could shoot up one more time. We'll have to see. Anyway, no bangarang, no yow, no cows, no nothing like that. To see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Have a good evening. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.